Hey, Builder 710. Good morning. Just finishing setting up here. Hey, Phantom Hodges. So, how's the construction going at your place there for your new office? Hey, Bill. Good morning. You're up early this morning, Bill? Yeah. Well, I'm ready for drywall, but it's pouring rain right now. No way I'm getting it. Okay. Okay. You found your own product. Yeah. My nurse has been doing that with me too, always by the internet. So, AC Joan, dude, good morning. Dang, girl. She's in a grumpy mood this morning. So, I hope your weather's, yeah, it's raining over your place. Here too, it's raining near Phantom Hodges. Not hard there, but it's a light rain for now. Hey, Blaine Neal, how you doing this morning? Oh, it's nice when I got to sit here and wait for a phone call. This is driving me crazy. Hey, Blizzard. Yeah, I seen that on the news there 2 days ago. Yeah, sorry to hear that, my friend. Getting pretty bad down there. Besides all what's going on top of that, there, that's all guys needed down there. Also, I pains trying to get stuff out in the lumber yard. Just fire stuff. It'll have to pre-record or what, and then what, and call for you to pick up. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can imagine that, Blind Neil. Yeah. I'm surprised here this year we didn't get no floodings at all for the springtime. We were bloody lucky here, like in the Montreal area and all that. It shows it was a mild winter. There wasn't that much of ice jams anywhere. Organized confusion. Good morning. Good morning. I got the RC Truckee bought. Well, it's 12.9 runs for batteries. Can't wait for it to get here. Okay, Mr. Crowley, good morning. Yeah, it's a damp one here this morning. Rain. Hey, good morning, Paul.
Hey, how you doing, Roger?
Getting a little bit chilly. It's damp. It's raining. Well, it's raining off and on.
Yeah, we're supposed to have rain for the next day or two anyway. All headed your way.
I'll be right back, guys. I just gotta blow my nose there.
Okay. There's a little Roxy in her bed. Live chat. Okay. Phantom Hodges, Paul, how you doing? Newfound Drones. Michael Banny, good morning. Phantom Hodges, good morning to you too, sir. And Newfound Drones, yes, I did see that. You said hello. Mr. Crowley is in the house. Organized Confusion. Blizzard FPV. AZ Drone Dude. Builder 270 was the first one in today. And a boy. So anyway, yeah, it's just how's everybody surviving? And anybody got good weather, or is it just kind of like so-so weather across the country? Blind Neil, how you doing, Neil?
3X Drones. Good morning. Good morning, Michael Vanny. Sorry, guys, I had to blow my nose there.
That's okay.
Organized Confusion. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Crowley, I'm doing okay. It's just been kind of terrible weather, and like most of us, we're all getting a little anxious about this lockdown stuff. But we, on one hand, the one side of our brain understands, the other side says bullshit. So
hey, Kirk Rick. Good morning. The other's blah here. Yeah.
I get that early morning phlegmy stuff, every day. Doesn't help this time of year because of the pollen in the air.
Yeah. This is what it looks like here this morning. So it's going to be, we had a little bit of rain this morning, then it stopped. It's pretty windy though. The wind hasn't let go for the past week here.
I'm still amazed at the quality of that camera.
Yeah.
I mean, not that the other camera wasn't good, but this is really.
See that box is going there, right there?
Yeah.
Let's see it swinging back and forth.
It's swinging and looks like it's almost hanging.
Anyway, it's been windy here for the past, what, 2 weeks now? Just won't let go.
Hey, Carpenter Rick. Okay, we'll be here.
Okay, Carpenter Rick. Drone Nut. Hey, good morning.
So, Mr. Crowley, did you order the new Mavic Air 2? AZ Drone says, oh, sunny and 100 degrees here in Arizona. Now, I don't necessarily want it to be 100, but the sunny weather is nice.
Yeah, it get warmer up. Warm up the bloody weather here would be a lot better too.
Squirrels are out feeding and being happy.
Check your email, Mr. Crowley. I sent you a note, a link. Out of your price range right now?
Yeah, I know a lot of guys have ordered them, and they're planning on selling what they have to help recoup the money.
Which a lot of guys are crying because they don't want to do it, but they got to do it to get what they want.
Yeah. Yep.
Not exactly crying, but really disappointed.
Yeah, I just sat down here earlier to figure out what I got to pay for the month. Then I had to call my heating and cooling contract people and see about changing the thermostat situation upstairs so that I control it.
Yeah.
Because the air conditioner was going in the middle of that last cool down, like 40 degrees in my air conditioner. My central air was running.
Huh.
So I went down and threw off the 220 to the central air. And now for the last several days, when it gets anything above like 40, maybe 50 degrees, the fan on the furnace is running, trying to circulate the air conditioning upstairs that isn't coming in because I turned it off.
Okay.
So he must have those thermostats all screwed up. So
yeah. Okay. I was thinking of saving to get one, but yeah, here if you buy it here in Canada, Newfound Drones, it's $1,609. Put extra $200 on it, $1,400. That's just
taxes. Now, Roger, is that what it is if you were to order right from DJI? Because you don't pay tax on anything that comes from DJI.
Oh, but just with the money exchange and all that, it'll come up.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know what it would be for you.
I'll just convert. What was it, $980 Canadian, American?
980, yeah.
Okay, so I'll put down that money converter. Well, I can't spell this morning or what? Money conversion, converter 2020. Okay. No, not euros. Okay, so it's $988.
Right. Drone Nut, I'm flying for the ship videos, the Mavic 2 Zoom right now. In fact, I have been for quite some time. The Mavic 2 Zoom has been my go-to.
Okay, so you convert the money to Americans, $1,371 Canadian.
I just didn't know if since you're paying to, well, you'd have to do it through PayPal anyway. I just didn't know what it would end up being.
Yeah. This I'll show you here what I did it with there. I did it with this here. $988 into American money comes up to 1,300. Our money's worth 72 cents right now on a dollar. So that's what comes up to. Yep, blind Neil. That's it. Yeah, so you'd be still winning if you buy it directly from DJI because you don't pay no taxes on them.
Right.
And I don't think you pay shipping because it's free shipping, really.
Free shipping. Yep.
Yeah. So you can still win getting it by DJI. Yeah. Hey, Indigo Rhino, how you doing? Glad to see you there, Ryan. Hope you're doing good. Did you finish editing all your ships there, Paul?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I added another one last night late.
Okay.
It was the one last night was a heavy lift ship that was really kind of cool looking. So I got that up. It wasn't the sunny, nice blue sky weather, but hey, it still looked good.
Okay. Raining all day again. Yeah, here too. There, Indigo Rhino. We're going to be getting rain all day. And tomorrow too. Yeah, I went on Coast to Coast drones last night. I didn't stay on too long though. But saw John Coopy's face. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he fell off a moped.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, there's no border fees with DJI. Blind Neil. It's not like if you're selling it from, like if I'm selling a drone to Paul or Paul's selling me a drone or sending me a drone, then you got to pay border fees. It doesn't work like that with the DJI. I know if you buy from DJI in Japan or with China, I think what they do is they call here and they say, hey, a certain place here in Canada and they got them in stock, they probably ship it from here. I don't know. That'll be more logical to do it like that too.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah, I got to pay my phone bill and everything too today. Well, not really today, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so. Yeah, I'll go and get the rent money tomorrow or today. We need to get Koopy a helmet and a vest with a biker patches. He was wearing a helmet. Luckily, he wasn't a big one though. So him a full face helmet would have been a lot better. 3X drones.
Yeah, he had quite the smirch over there, and his jaw and his lip was all swollen out, and he indicated he did that on gravel.
Yeah. Yeah, 3X drones. I used to have a motorcycle before, a Kawa, and when I was younger. But I was working in Montreal and I was living on the South Shore, so I had to travel a lot by bike. And I finished working at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And believe it or not, you do fall asleep on the bike. And that's where I gave it up too. Blind Neil, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm happy seeing your bank account and everything. It looks good, but that's going to be up by tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be, yeah, just like you. After the rent's paid and telephone, hydro, and whatnot's here, yeah.
Just a minute.
Yeah, Michael Banny. Yeah, I guess a lot of us learned our lessons. Yeah. You dropped it once on the gravel. Yeah, here it's now winter's finished, right? And there's a bunch of that little sand stuff on the corners and on the curves. You really gotta watch out for that shit. You skid on your bike with that there.
Okay. Today is the 30th, the last day of the month. Hurrah, hurrah, whatever. Just a minute, Mia. She's bugging me again, Roger.
Man, what am I gonna do? The pollen even haven't started here yet, and I'm already blowing my nose like anything.
Oh yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying.
Dang, Bill. Yeah, and Roxy's enjoying the good life right now there in the go right now.
Yep, little Roxy brings everything to the party.
Yeah. Hey, West Haven, how you doing? Corey Mano, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing good there, West Haven. Hope you're behaving yourself.
Just a minute.
Corey Mano, I hope you're doing good. Hope the kids are good. Hope they're healthy.
Just a minute, boo-boo. Just a minute. Right back, Roger.
Yep.
She wants something. Okay, wait.
Hey, Roger, I gotta take off for a bit. Have a great day. Look at the trip, my truck in a half an hour. Okay, there, Phantom Hodges. Yeah, Roxy looks tired. Yep. Hard night of dreaming, I guess. Yeah, she had a hard night of dreaming. Okay. Thank you, West Haven. Yes, yes, everybody, hit that like button on the way in or way out, and don't forget to share. One of these days, I'm going to buy $300 scratch tickets in this. Not good blind Neil. No, I don't buy. I only buy my tickets once a week when they're working with the machines. But now they don't sell tickets no more for now. Not unless you buy them online. Oh my God, she snug it up with an electric blanket on top of that. I guess she is spoiled. I put my screen door on the front door yesterday, so she can sleep in front of it. But I think it's a little bit too damp right now to keep the door open. I just might try to see you. Saying it's doing 50 outdoors here right now, so I don't know if that's true or not. Weather. Yeah, it's doing 10 Celsius. It's doing 50 degrees Fahrenheit right now. We're supposed to hit a high of 54. I'll probably give her something to do. Yeah. I know them. The geese have been flying by since yesterday like mad. Yeah. Hey, Max Air 420. Good morning. Tomorrow looks nice up to 17. Yeah. Hey, Drone HTV DTV. No, didn't have any problems there since then. Hey, Sleeping Bear, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Can't wait to go fly. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain again tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, 2 days in a row. Hope you guys get nice weather on the weekend, that's for sure. Boy, that dog is snoring something fierce.
Now, does she have nightmares at all, Roger?
Oh, yeah. She must have nightmares of running after her food. Because sometimes, like, if she's running or something, and then sometimes she's howling, and just once she got up barking. Yeah. Oh, okay, Drone HDDV. Yeah. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported.
Good morning, Max Air. Sleeping Bear.
Having troubles with the DJI Air unit. Records when it feels like it. When it feels like. Which DJI Air do you have? Is there only one kind or what? DJI Air. Stephen Bear's having problems with his DJI.
He might have the original Air. I don't know.
There's only one. Just got goggles. Oh, okay. That one, with the goggles. Okay. Do you have the refurbished pack with it? The refresh pack with it, the Sleeping Bear? Hey, Nanya. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Defective coffee cup. Why is it always empty? Hey, Hugh. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Roger. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Hugh.
Going to pick up some groceries?
Just getting groceries. Yep.
Okay.
Thought I'd hang out with you guys while I'm waiting.
You got a long lineup? Oh, look at this guy. Tim Hortons on top of that. Damn it.
No lineup.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to go and get my Tim Hortons later, too.
Yeah.
So the wife is in shopping while you're in the car? Is that what?
No, I just placed my order online. I basically pull into a spot.
Okay.
I call them on the phone, and then they just come and load my trunk with my groceries. That's it.
Right.
Easy
None yet. Everything's doing good here. Just a bad weather for now, or it's raining. Drone HDDV says, "Good morning, Paul and Roger."
Morning.
Yep. So it's gonna be raining there. most of the
yeah.
day.
Pouring rain here.
Okay.
There'll be no flying today unless you're flying a boat.
Yeah. Yeah, my son was supposed to work today and they canceled his job. So,
Oh, really?
well, the guys are putting wires up in a post for fiber optic wiring.
Yeah, not the best day for it.
Yeah.
I'd stay out of there today.
Uh-huh.
What's Paul up to? Any ship flying today, Paul?
Nah, it's nasty here too.
Yeah.
This system is supposed to hang over the Great Lakes area, and slowly slide east, and so it's on again, off again, rain, dark, dingy, everything looks wet.
Yeah.
But Sleeping Bear, I hope you get your things fixed out with your goggles, and have a good day, my friend. You be safe out there. Hard week here.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Nunya.
Sorry to hear that, Nunya. Yeah.
Nunya lost 3 of his friends to COVID.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
Did
you take your meds this morning, Paul?
Yes, I did. I was a good boy.
Good man.
And Mia had her meds. I had my meds. We're all good today.
Yeah, not the best looking day out there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nunya, about what area of the country do you live in, Nunya?
It's funny. I see some people getting groceries and they're only getting like 2 or 3 bags delivered to their car. If I'm going to bother coming here, I get a whole carload.
Nunya lives around Albany, New York.
Okay. Not too far from Centroid then.
Yeah. Like myself, I'm not going to do any grocery shopping today. I just got to go to the bank.
Yeah. Do you have to go all the way into Drummondville even for the bank?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody in chat. I can't see you, but hi. How you doing?
That's all you can do, you know?
It's the only problem with being mobile.
Well, what I always wondered, these guys got these new high-tech phones where you talk to it and it types stuff in and things like that.
Yeah.
I just wondered if that would work on the chat. But if you don't see the chat, how could you I don't.
The Zoom is not like the Zoom on my phone. There's no connection to YouTube, right? It's like a completely separate thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And because I'm not on my computer, I can't open like multiple windows I can technically, but if I leave the Zoom call, then I can't see you or hear you or anything.
And there's no way to split screen on a phone, right?
I think there probably is. I'm just not aware of how to do it. It's complicated. Probably be easier on an iPad where you've got a bit more screen real estate to play with things, you know?
Sure.
On iPad, you do have your chat and everything.
I saw
Oh, yeah?
somebody
Okay.
posted the other day. I say the other day, but just recently, about how to use Zoom on an iPad. You know, gives you all the tips. And I was gonna go look at it and got busy and didn't. So
Corey Mantle says there is an app supports slip screen, but on Android.
I'm not an Android.
Yeah. I think Paul learned his lesson with the fish sticks. Yeah.
Oh. Did you eat
John,
that fish sticks last night?
John
No,
hates
Roger did.
fish sticks.
Roger wanted my recipe for the fish sticks. Fish sticks. That's an ancient recipe.
Well, you see, Paul, at one time, we used to buy our meat in bulk.
Yeah.
I mean, Chuck would come to the door and drop everything off, you know, and we had a big box of fish sticks. And so I put everything in the freezer and everything. Went to bed, and next morning my wife says, "Oh, take out for supper." Oh, I'll get some fish sticks. Okay, I look in the freezer, can't find the damn things. I forgot the box on one of the chairs in the other room.
Oh my God.
So guess where that went? I threw it right away in the garbage.
You took all that time to make them vintage and you threw them out?
Yeah.
Paul would have given them 2 or 3 more days out of the freezer.
Yeah, that's the aging process. Yeah.
You're barely getting started.
Yeah.
You got to put the wangy in the tangy.
That's it.
It's a couple of days.
You got to add that little aroma.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Paul, I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and he has the same problem you have. He has a bad sense of smell, and so he can't tell when food has gone off. And sometimes that happens to him too, right?
Yeah.
He'll eat bad meat because he doesn't know. It's
yeah. Well, my test for milk is if it gets too chunky. I can handle little chunks, but not too many chunks in the milk.
Jesus.
You know, when you go to pour it out, it goes plop, plop. That's a little bit over.
At this point, Andrew from Pusa would be vomiting.
Yep.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, you know, because us guys, every once in a while, when you live alone, you go over and you grab the milk and you go like that. When you got to chew it too much, then it's not good. No.
Ugh. Fresh milk every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one thing I got to go get today's milk. Thanks for reminding me, Paul.
Hey, you're welcome. Well, don't you have any vintage still there?
No.
Oh,
well,
okay.
no, we don't have time to make it vintage.
Well, you can buy extra milk this time, and then just let the other milk set out for a couple of days.
No.
All right, guys, I got to put you on hold. Be back.
Okay. All right.
That's right, Max Air 420. Paul, you're nuts.
Well, it's like the old idea. I'm sure some of you have learned how to scrape the green off the bread before you eat it. You know. Getting the most out of your money.
Same weather here, but flying tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. Well, I hope you do get to fly Indigo right now. Yes, drone HTV. Yes, it is okay to say yeah. So, do you hear that dog snoring, guys?
Oh, a little bit, but not much. It's kind of actually soothing to know that there's Roxy is over there in slumber.
No. We're going to get off to vintage food this morning. I didn't have breakfast yet, guys. Yeah.
Green eggs and ham. That brings up another story, but I won't.
I know the hamburger's on special this week. I should get some.
Is that regular hamburger or are you getting ground chuck?
The
chuck has less fat in it.
Yeah, meat's always the one with less fat. Always. But I better get, because they're starting to show the stores in Montreal they're running out of meat.
Well, that's going to be an issue worldwide, I think the farmers are having a hard time getting their cattle processed,
Yeah, because the
or
shops
their
are all closed.
yep, or their chickens even, or their so I know that's going to be the next thing right up there with toilet paper. People are going to be buying frozen chicken, frozen meat, frozen everything.
Yeah. Look what Ron wrote down for you, Paul.
Oh yeah, yep. I understand. Everybody's got a different level of likes and dislikes. One thing that used to always bother me when I went to a restaurant, I was never a smoker, okay? But when I sit with some other people and, halfway through their meal, it might be a nicer restaurant, and they get done eating, and that was back when you could smoke in the restaurant,
Yeah.
and they'd smoke and they'd put it out with the butt sticking right out of the mashed potatoes.
That's the no.
I just I didn't say anything, but I just inside I was just going, oh my God, oh my God. But to each their own, they paid for their meal. They can do whatever they want. But to me, that just.
You can see it's raining here now.
Oh, it is raining, Roger?
Yep. It's coming
That
down.
lens seems to be pretty clean too.
Yeah.
Now across the road there, where the snowmobile trail went through that field, is that ever planted with anything, or is it just go to whatever?
Say it again, Paul. Sorry.
Across the road where the snowmobile trail is,
Yeah.
does that get planted by the farmer into some kind of a crop, or does it just go natural until another year goes by?
They do hay and they just
Okay,
hay.
they do hay. Yeah. Okay, because that's why I was wondering, because it was awful brown, and I'm thinking that reminds me of a hay field.
Yeah. So we'll see if that mailman brings our thing today. Hope the hell he does.
Yeah. Joan of Arc said it bothered him as people sit down chewing gum and they put the gum on the corner of the plate, finish their meal, and then put the gum back in.
Yeah, that's gross too.
Oh well.
Yeah, no more snow. We're digging the ditch is finished. Now my landlord's got to put a new pipe in the ditch. It's supposed to make our entry a lot better.
So he's going to put a new culvert in underneath there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in essence, redo your driveway.
Yeah, he's got to put more gravel in there and everything, and he's going to do it himself. Because when you do an entrance way, it costs up to $2,000.
Yeah.
Hey, Artco, how you doing?
Hey, Art.
Oh, Lord. Just thinking I got to go out later. Well, it's not so bad. Well, see, today's pension check day today. Hey, Eastad, how you doing? Morning, morning. And tomorrow's welfare check day. So I'd rather go today, do my thing, instead of tomorrow. The milk, I can get that at a small little store, corner store. There's no problem there. But for the meat, if I have to, I'll wait till Monday if there's too many people. That's what I got to do today. Just go in Walmart. Me, I don't have to worry about my meds. They get delivered right here to the door. I'm not worried about that. I don't even have to phone them or nothing. They're delivered at a certain date every week, every month. So I'm not worried about that. All right, go. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're staying safe.
Yeah. Yep. Artco's been keeping busy. I see him online.
Yeah, I got to go get my wife's medicine. I'm her house bitch. Yeah. Okay.
3X drones. You have a good day.
Hey, he's not going.
He said going. What does that mean?
He's asking how Artco's doing.
Oh, how's it going?
Yeah.
Okay. I see above it. It says, "How's it foing?" He
Yeah.
wanted to mean going. Okay.
Ginger tea on deck. Oh,
Eastad is when you have ginger tea. Is that like considered an herbal tea, or no? I've never been a tea drinker, so I don't know.
I would call ginger tea an herbal tea for sure.
Would you? Okay,
Anything that's not a proper tea leaf is typically an herbal tea.
an herbal tea. Okay.
oh, sorry to
That's
hear
my 2
that,
cents.
Artco. uh, that X class friend is selling. He's asking $1,500 for me. Uh, for me, it sounds a lot. I could probably always bargain with him.
Yeah, you know where the wherever the market bears is what I'm sure he's trying to get as most as he can out of it.
Mm.
Corey Mano had a friend that was selling an X class uh, octocopter.
Yeah, well, that's Corey was saying that.
Yeah, pretty badass that was.
Yeah, he could, but I don't want it. Yeah. Hey, Chris Hope. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Captain Murray.
Oh, big bucks to repair that, huh? When it doesn't fly right. Is that what you're talking about, Corey? That one?
Yeah.
Although, if a FPV pilot that likes to repair as much as they like to fly, maybe it might not be a big issue. But the downside is the downtime. When you crash that, I would imagine you just don't fix it overnight.
Yeah. I hope you're doing there good there, Chris Hope. I hope you're able to fly this week. Here it's raining right now. It's supposed to get rain again tomorrow.
Corey, that X class that you showed us the other day. That had some pretty good sized motors on it, didn't it? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that your niche, that your go-to FPV drone, Corey, is a 5-inch, is it, or a 7-inch?
Yeah.
I thought it was a 5-inch.
Yeah, he's got the correct. If you crash it, parts are all one more of the class than the 5-inch.
Chris Hope, yes.
Eastad's in the house. Everybody check out Eastad. Check out his channel. Yeah, it's already 9:30.
Yeah, 9:33.
I am a gamer and who also loves drones. That's cool, Eastad.
880 kV, huh? Oh boy.
Are you thinking about buying that new drone that came out, Eastad, yesterday? Not yesterday, day before yesterday.
The Mavic Air 2.
When I get more some money, I will consider it. Yeah, I understand what you mean. It is quite for me. It's expensive because here in Canada everything's expensive. Yeah, so I'm just when I get back from the bank, I gotta see my landlord, paying my rent. I'll have to put that in an envelope again, put it in his mailbox. Yep, the motors only cost 415 Canadian. Holy shit. Sorry about that. That's a lot of money. I've been in this town for some things. Have gone up to 150% in price. Yeah. Oh, you got price gougers all over the place there, Blaine. Like I used to buy always 2 boxes of cake every 2 weeks. Little cakes there. It cost $6, $3 each. And the other day I went and bought them. Now they're $7. And I got the paper yesterday. Now they're down to $1.99 a box. Their prices are jumping all over the place. My Mavic Mini is in need of an update.
Yeah, they say what you need to do is to go into the DJI Assistant 2. Make sure you have the Assistant 2 updated version. When you do the update, it just goes fast. If you don't have the new version, guys have been having problems.
Okay. Well, let's see for sure before I go take out that Mavic Mini out, I'll make sure the updates are all up again, updated. Hey, Paul, can you give me a second? I'm gonna go make a coffee.
Sure.
I'll leave it on this. Leave the cam on something else there. There we go.
Yeah, so is anybody in here planning on getting the new Mavic Air or a Mini, or are for the most part everybody that's in here right now mostly flying FPV? And if you're flying FPV, are you anybody considering the new DJI stuff or no? Now, Eastad, are you in the US? Okay, 3X, I get you. What's the going price for minis now on eBay now that the Mavic Air 2 is out? Has it dropped, or is it still considered coveted? Okay, New Jersey. Yep. Well, when you go to buy, there's two ways. There's different ways you can do it. You can buy locally, in which you'll have to pay taxes and everything, or you can buy direct from DJI if you don't mind paying a little extra money for taxes and those kinds of things. So DJI, there's no tax paid. It's just a straight. I bought the combo, which gives you the 3 batteries, the charging strip, multiple charging strip, and the bag, and all the. It even comes when you buy the Flymore, they give you a set of filters for it too, and it was $988, straight $988 PayPal. Okay, 3X. Yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't looked at it to see what's on that list. I know Transport Canada has a list of drones that they require to for testing purposes. I've often thought that that was an opportunity for somebody to rent them for the day a qualified drone to take the test and then, you know, take it back, rent it again to somebody else. In fact, I'm amazed at most of the guys that are doing the testing. You'd think that they would offer when they go out to do a testing, would offer to rent a drone for testing purposes to them. In other words, like you could sign up to take the test with the approved drone or sign up to take it without the approved drone, different prices. Wagner HSC drone.
Get up.
Roxy gonna go out?
She might.
She's standing at the door. Oh, now she's laying down. She put her ears back like, what the hell? I was sleeping.
I don't know if it's too cold for her or what there, but we'll see. Don't want to get sick neither. But turn the heating off. There we go. It's starting to feel more like spring. Damn it, that wind is never going away. Okay, I'm back up.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad when they can't agree. Not my problem, your problem. No, not my problem, it's your problem. No, it's not my problem, it's your problem.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Wagner, how you doing? Nice to see you, Wagner. Timeless Truth. Hi, good morning, good morning. I have to buy something that I need. Transport Canada qualifying criteria for advanced pilot test. I don't know what you mean by that there.
Well, you know, they have to take the advanced pilot test in Canada, you have to do it in front of an instructor. And Canada has gone overboard and it has a list of approved drones that you have to take the test with.
Yeah, that I know that. Yeah.
Yep. And I've always said somebody should be renting those guys a drone for an hour or two.
Yeah, I read that part.
So he's looking to buy a drone that is good for that test, but in my mind, all the drones I've flown over the years, it doesn't mean that's the one you want to fly. It just means that that's the one you got to fly for the 15 or 20 minutes for the drone test.
I don't know if you can use one of their drones, the guys doing the test with you.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, Phantom Hodges, do you know anything about that? Because Phantom Hodges took his test. So I don't know. I know he had his own drone there, Phantom Hodges, but I used my drone and Gary used his Mavic Air. Yeah. I think it also cost them $250 to take that test with the guy each. And when you, I think rentals are now out of the picture as a result of the True Dope. Yeah. It's gonna be in their expense, that's for sure. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Wagner is from Portugal.
Hey, Roger, I got a question for you. I'm going to show you something on the screen, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and here's what I'm wondering. Okay, if that uses a regular USB input on the bottom, but it doesn't look like USB. Let me see if it's got a picture. No, it wants a US, not a USB. Doesn't look like that, does it? But here's my question. You know, you get these cables in there, right?
Yeah.
That came with it. This one will go into the controller. And you get two of them, actually. And this one will go into a regular standard USB.
Yeah.
You had an adapter for this to change it into
The phone.
iOS or Apple.
Yeah.
You'd be able to use one of the two cables that came with your copter right now.
Okay.
And I was kind of looking over there.
Because me, yeah. Like I'll probably be using the charging cable.
Yeah, you got two. You got a charging cable, and then you got a cable so you can connect it to the computer, and they're both identical cables.
Mm.
So what I was looking for, see, it says Type C, and you don't want Type C. You want a regular USB. I think these are regular USBs. See, that's not the right one. Now that looks like it could be it.
Mm-hmm.
So then what you could do is you could plug this into that and plug that into your iPad is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you see what is marked up here? This item does not ship to L'avenir Canada.
Where does it say that?
Right over the price here on your right-hand side.
Okay, let me move. I got the pictures in the
This
way.
item does not ship to L'Avenir Canada.
Please check other sellers. So it must be shipping from the US.
Hey, Drone Shots, how you doing?
Okay, I'll keep looking, Roger.
Yeah, Drone Shot says USB 2.0 or a 3.0 or a 3.1.
Roger, did you call them at Best Buy at all?
Nope. No, because they won't even know what the frick I'm talking about, Paul. You know, those are your wire. What wire? What kind of a wire does it take? What's it for? Then they probably won't even know what a freaking drone is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's how intelligent they are here.
Well, most of the stores they're like that.
Yeah. And here you won't be calling a dealership. You'll be calling the company itself. Well, things are starting to open up here, so. Oh, I can smell somebody's burning wood. Must be my next door neighbor. Must be heating this house with it. Got his fireplace going. Yeah, Ron. I know what you mean. Roger with his new machine got 3.0 or 3.1. Joan Schatz wrote that down. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or way out. Hey, Canadian Drone Pilot. Yeah, the same thing here, Richard. Yep. It's raining here. And very windy. But they will all work backwards compatible. Yeah, John Schatz, that bugs up your working day for sure. Well, it's doing 50 degrees here right now. Winds and rain. This is what it looks like. It's raining just a little bit for now. Might get my son to come down this weekend to get that carport, the thing off it, the fabric.
Hello again, boys.
Hey, hi. What you up to?
Put the groceries away. What did I miss? Anything exciting?
No, not really. Everybody's just checking out the chat there. Paul's still shopping around for a wire there. So
What's wrong with your wire, Paul? Is it not working?
No,
Why-
Roger.
Oh, okay. I hate it when my wire's not working.
Kenny Drone Pilot says, I was chatting with DJI support this AM.
Here's what I'm looking at, Hugh. This right here, and I'm thinking that I'll stop sharing. I'll show you the wire. With the Mini comes two of these wires. One is a standard USB that you would plug into a power or into a computer with the smaller micro, right?
Okay.
With this will fit into what he needs to on his controller. So if I had an adapter here that was an iOS adapter, change this over to the Spade iOS, that he would just be able to put the adapter on here and use that temporarily until he got the right one. So that brings me over to this, which I'm looking at. See, it's got a regular USB in and an iOS. So let's take a look at it. Let me move my beak out of the way.
Hey, how's it
Might
going?
be a quick fix because he's got two of these wire cables. It came with the unit. Plug and play, does everything.
I thought you guys had already ordered a couple of wires.
Yeah, and they're still somewhere in the space somewhere.
Oh, well.
So what I'm looking at, Roger's just sitting back going, Paul, forget about it.
Yeah, I forget about Paul because it says May 15th delivery. We already ordered some.
But here's what I'm wondering, Roger.
Yeah.
If we put in that description and we go to the Drummondville or call Drummondville and ask them if they have that specific adapter in stock,
Yeah.
then you would just have to go over to Drummondville, which you do quite often, and pick that up. And that would get you in the air quickly.
Yeah.
Other than waiting 2 weeks.
You could
What's
wait for
that?
the shipment. I said, or alternatively, you could wait for the shipment. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there as an option.
But I know that Roger, it's driving Roger crazy that he can't fly that drone.
Yeah. Well, like I said, today's what, Thursday? We'll see what the mailman brings. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, but we've been doing that game for a week, Roger. I mailed it like 2.5 weeks ago.
I let Roger know I do have a spare. I had it in my hands just the other day. I'm going to look for it again. And I'm going to see if I can get it in the post today. Well, I'm almost scared to get it in the post. Given Roger's luck so far, I think you know what they're doing, in your neck of the woods there, Roger, is they're putting everything into a quarantine UV table or something.
And they're baking it. Yep.
They're baking it. Yeah, exactly. It's a slow bake, apparently.
Right. Kim's getting all of his wires all from China and everything. This week he got 3 packs so far.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I know I have
But
it.
I can't ship him one. It takes 3 weeks and he still hasn't got it. And then when we order it, it says the cables I ordered, Roger, weren't they talking about the end of May to the 1st or 2nd of June?
I think so.
My theory is, though, the less attention you pay to this, the quicker it'll resolve itself. It's a fundamental engineering principle.
Yeah, but we could all be dead by the time he gets that wire.
Maybe. It'll resolve itself.
Or the wire may fall off.
Or, see, I initially ordered him the wire, and it turned out to be the wrong one.
Yeah.
See, I've got 2 of these guys. Okay, this one here I use with my Mavic Mini, and I
Okay.
have an identical one like this, and I know I just got to find it, that I could part with. Now, the only
And
question that
that's
I
what
have
I
is,
sent him in the mail.
yeah. Now, the only question I have, and I'm pretty sure, is the new Mavic Air 2 uses a micro USB, because that's their typical thing, to like where you can, when you extend the top to put your phone into, okay, it's
Yeah.
kind of spring loaded.
Right.
And inside where the posts / the antennas come up, there's a spot that's recessed that you can plug in the cable that you
Yep.
need, and it comes with
So
the
you can change
cables,
the
right?
cable. Yep.
Yeah, and but the only thing I'm not 100% certain, I'm pretty like I'm about 60-70% certain. I haven't seen the exact specs though, and I've been always searching on the FAA registration website to see if DJI's put their user manual. See, the user manual is not available yet on the DJI site for the Mavic Air 2.
Yeah.
There's a quick guide that's available. There's 2 quick guides that are available to download from the DJI site, but there's no actual user manual that goes into great detail.
Right.
So I'm hoping, you know, they'll release that soon.
Well,
But
I'm
in
a
the
little
meantime-
bit more optimistic, Rich, because I'm thinking DJI doesn't want to reinvent those little cables. They're using the same cables they used on all the other ones.
Yeah.
So that means the same connectors as all the other ones.
So you
Yeah,
better,
which is going to be micro USB.
Right.
Yeah,
you better keep your
Yeah,
extra
which is
wire
gonna-
for yourself there, Richard, because you
Yeah,
might need
you're going to need that extra wire for your new one.
Well, I was thinking, you know, I don't think I'm going to really need it, because with the new controller, if I put my phone up at the top, I don't think I'm planning on using a tablet at this moment,
Okay. You're not
because I
going
think
to
it's
try
going
the
to take a
tablet.
while. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to take a while for people like Skytree and whoever else to come up with a tablet holder that just works well and balances out
Yeah.
well
Yep.
inside of that. So I think in the meantime, I'm just going to use the cable that they ship it with. I'm pretty sure that's going to be long enough. And worst case scenario, I still have a cable that works, and I can I can't fly the Spark. The Spark. I can't fly the Mini and the new Mav Air at the same time. So it would be no detriment to me to go back and forth with one cable.
Yeah. See,
So I
here,
think what I'll do, I think what I'm basically saying is I'm going to ship you a bloody cable.
see, here's Rich.
And-
Here's the one that I'm using right now on my Mini.
Yeah. And then this one is, more or less the same. And the reason why I went with this one is it was super highly rated, and it's a braided one. So
Yep.
you could
Yeah.
flex the crap out of this. I mean, anything has eventually a tensile breaking point, right? But this one is so flexible, and it was very highly rated because it's just the way it's been constructed. So
Yeah.
I've got 2 like this. I think, Roger, I'm just going to send you one. And if you end up getting the others, you can just
I'll send you back.
you can. Well,
Or,
no,
or
just
what he can
pass it-
do is he can hang
pay
on
it
to it till
forward.
he comes. He
Yeah.
comes to Roger Palooza.
or you know what, pay it forward. If somebody else is in a short jam for a cable,
Yeah.
then there you go.
But see, here's
Whatever.
my setup on my Mini, and I don't take
Yep.
it. I don't take it apart. So once
Yeah.
I just grab it and go, and then take the Mini.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, all mine, I just collapse it, put it in my backpack,
Yeah.
and then just take off. So it just works that way. So anyways, where I was going to with Mav Air 2, so I was on DJI support site and chatting, and I always like to chat with these folks, and I don't always come off with a question right away. I like to, I guess it's just being polite, right? How are you guys doing? How's things back in China and right now, and we had a little chat, and things are slowly coming back to normal for them. So one of my questions that I had was, why did DJI decide to, for the Mav Air 2, why did they have that 2-week lead time to shipping, right? Especially if and I didn't put this all in there, but my thinking process is, if they were manufacturing this ahead of time, and they were scaling up for distribution, not only through their website but also through third-party distribution channels, that you would have figured that this stuff is ready to ship, knowing the logistics and the challenges of shipping today. And I know DJI is a big company, so they probably have a little bit of weight or leverage when it comes to, hey, this is economy for us and for this country. So, you know, given the volume that they're going to be putting out, I think their government probably looks at that, and the shipping logistics in that country look at that and probably favor, in a way, bigger corporations like DJI to be able to market and sell product in order to generate revenue and stimulate the economy and all that kind of. But anyways, long short of it is, the only answer I could get out of them was, that's an estimated ship date. So it could ship sooner, or worst case scenario, it would ship on that ship date. So it's either sooner than 14 days, 10 to 14 days, or it's going to be in around that time.
Yeah.
And with their third party suppliers, or yes, the third party distributors, it's kind of the same tone. But I looked at Best Buy Canada, and they were pushing it out to about June, the beginning of June, where DJI was saying more kind of mid-May, right? So so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What is it on Amazon Canada? Did you look?
I haven't looked yet.
Because Amazon Canada is so big, you know.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be sort of in the same boat as Best Buy, because let's face it, Amazon Canada's got a huge, obviously, you know, no-brainer. Such a big giant. They've got shipping logistics channels all over the world, and Best Buy being, you know, very big in the United States, and also here in Canada. Their shipping logistics and online ordering is very robust. It's very solid. So that's, you know, good reasons why DJI would partner with those. And it also saves them too. When you think about it, they could take a huge bulk shipment and send it to these distribution channels, and in one big go. And this is sitting in their warehouse, or can be sitting in their warehouse for these third-party distribution channels ready to go, right? So as opposed to, I got to send this drone to Bob, and I got to send this drone to Mary, and I got to, you know, that sort of thing. It's more work for DJI to do that. But my reasoning for going direct with DJI was simply from a cost. Even if it's going to take me a little longer to get the product, I was saving a significant amount of money, like almost $200, $140 odd, using the DJI method as opposed to buying it at Best Buy. Because in Canada, we get charged 13% sales tax.
Yeah.
So, you know, that sales tax piece plus what Best Buy was had it on for price, you know, I saved 100, plus I got DJI Care Refresh too. So not only purchasing the Flymore, the DJI Care Refresh, but putting all that together and converting it, and then checking my credit card statement saying, okay, this is what they charged me, which was a total of $1,445.54. When Best Buy was asking $1,593.29. So you do the math, it's about $140 odd savings, right? Yeah. So, you know, hey, that buys another battery. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know. Yeah. So one other thing I ask. Sorry, go ahead, Roger.
You guys only pay 13%. We pay 15%.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, eh?
Wow.
Eh? Canada, eh?
Yeah, I saw
one other question I asked DJI, and I'll be real quick on this one, is ADS-B. So because when you look at ADS-B technology and you do a bit of research on it, and you even look at Transport Canada and FAA, ADS-B technology in and out is available in North America primarily, and some other countries as well, where it's sort of mandated, right? Not sort of, but it actually is mandated for private and commercial aircraft, flying aircraft. So obviously helicopters, fixed wings, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if it affects things like ultralights and that sort of thing. I'm not that experienced, so would have to research that. But definitely, or I think gliders as well have to have ADS-B, at least ADS-B out, or sorry, no, I think both in and out. I think they have to have transponders and to be able to receive. But again, that needs to be researched. So I'm just, you know, kind of guessing by what I've quickly scanned through when it comes to the FAA and Transport Canada. But long and the short of it is, I asked them, is ADS-B going to be available in Canada as a feature that's enabled on the Mavic Air 2?
Okay.
And they said it will be in a software update that will be coming shortly after the drone has been shipped, or within that timeline. So it may be already there, and it's just a matter of enablement.
Turning it on.
Yeah. And they, they said, because he said to me, it'll be available for NA, which is North America, and I clarified him on that. So so that's interesting. It's kind of exciting to be able to see this technology.
Well, Rich, did he indicate that was the two-way ADS-B or single-way?
It's only on all DJI drones, and this was a statement made by DJI and reconfirmed, is that it's only ADS-B in, which means you as the pilot will receive the telemetry, the altitude, the, blah, 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 all those
transmissions
parameters.
of other aircraft.
Yes, you got it. So that, and another thing I asked him is, will DJI put in a feature that will enable the pilot to set some sort of automatic avoidance? For example, if for whatever reason the pilot ignores the ADS-B, and once it gets in within a certain proximity, will the drone actually descend safely to an altitude in order to avoid the oncoming aircraft? And he said that option is there, but it won't be enabled immediately. What they want to do is see how pilots are using this technology, get some feedback when it comes to this AirSense technology, which is basically ADS-B in right now, and just kind of get an idea as to, because really what DJI wants to do is they want to eliminate all these crazy stories, right?
Human error.
Yeah, like this Mavic Mini took out a 747, news at 11. Come on, folks. It's like, passengers were scared to see a drone
what they're
right
in essence, Rich, what they're trying to do is they're trying to take out the stupid out of flying drones, where the drone is going to be smarter than the pilot in some situations. It's going to take an action and avoid that oncoming aircraft.
Right, and one of the concerns I had was, as long as the action that's taken makes sense. So if you're flying over water, the last thing you want your drone to do is do an auto descend and landing.
Yeah.
Right. So, or if you're flying over treetops, all you really want to do is safely drop enough altitude.
Right.
And given the fact that we've got downward positioning sensors on the MAV2 now, we've got front and rear. We just don't have, I don't believe, the side or the top. Then really that's enough so that if you're dropping altitude, at least the downward positioning sensors and the forward and rear are going to kind of see what's coming, right? So so exciting times, definitely a huge evolution in the way that DJI is trying to address the whole safety concerns with government regulators, right? Yeah. And I don't see a lot of other drone manufacturers doing this, right?
Right. Yeah. David, how you doing, David?
Doing fine, Paul. It's
hi, David.
Today. Hi, Rich. They've been trying to breed the stupid out of pilots for years, and they never managed it in the Air Force.
Oh yes, there's a truth in that, right? Someone told me a long time ago, Rich, don't bother, you just can't fix stupid. So and it's not a very nice thing to say, but there's a fundamental truth there,
So did you do like everybody else who went and bought one there, David, a new drone?
No, I stuck to my guns. I'm waiting until they sort out the regulations in this country before I buy a new drone. It's good idea.
Good idea.
It's no point buying one now for new regs to come out at the end of the year and what have you. So I'll have to wait for the next one.
Yeah, Sean Geek Savannah, he finally pulled the trigger last night.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He pulled the trigger on Amazon because he likes to deal with Amazon, and they came on with the right price, and boom, he ordered it.
Fly
I
more
think
or
his
just
reasoning. Go
I
ahead,
think
sir.
the Fly More. Yep.
I think
Oh, yeah.
his reasoning for ordering it from Amazon was there's some form of like a warranty period or exchange policy that works really well in his
Yep.
geographic region
Yep.
for Amazon.
I've never heard of it in Canada.
The thing is, Amazon in the UK will take it back within, I think it's 30 days or something. Where if you buy
And they stand behind the product too, don't they? Back you up.
yes, yeah, more than actually DJI do if you haven't got their package, you know, their share care thing. So I can understand why he did that. I went with a local dealer for my Spark, and they did stand behind me where DJI were blaming it on pilot error, even when it was a known problem with the early Sparks. Even when you set the return to home point, they would try and fly back to China. It was
Oh crap!
yeah.
I remember those good old days.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a horrific video of a guy with a brand new Inspire 1 in his driveway, and he took off, and it went up to 5 feet and went shot forward at about 30 miles an hour right into his garage. Boom!
My incident wasn't as bad as that, but it flew straight into a tree. Came down and landed in water, and they did, it was pilot error, even though the logs proved otherwise. But given their due, the local dealership took it back. They sent it back to DJI with their letter of saying, "Don't be bloody stupid."
Sure.
I had a big public row with DJI, but I got a new drone.
Good.
And I'd buy another one. But it won't be just yet.
Carpenter Rick is back.
Hey,
Welcome back, Carpenter Rick.
He had a job to do and was gone for a little while.
I was gonna go and check the mail, but Tim's going, so.
Oh, good. Well, Rich, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, everybody, positive vibes here.
Positive
vibes. We're sending them your way. Yeah, let's go.
Cable. Come on, bring Roger the cable.
The cable will be there.
I'll
We're
just
not
raise
the
the
ones
case
you're
with
looking
eBay.
for.
I've just raised the case with eBay because of a dead cat. They're claiming, it's COVID and the postage, etc. But it's 3 weeks late. It's just, I've given them plenty of time. Everything else from that order has now arrived. So they're the last man standing. So there's about 8 items I ordered. They're the last man standing. So they're getting the negative.
Yeah, he didn't even have his first coffee yet. He's already gone to check the mail out. So.
Look at that, eh? He's got him as a,
He must be waiting
gonna
for
see what
something
happens.
that happens, right?
I think he's waiting for something too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Roxy's over there by the ditch.
I don't think I've seen anyone move that fast.
He didn't take a sip of coffee yet, so I'm surprised he went.
Roxy's down there too. She likes to go out, doesn't she, Roger?
Especially when it rains. He loves it.
Really? When it rains?
Yeah, she gets a good rub down when she gets back in.
That's why.
Yeah.
I should try that with the wife. Go roll around in the yard. Okay, I'm all wet.
Good luck on that one.
I think I can imagine the answer.
What was the famous movie where they threw water on the gal that was on the chair?
Flashdance.
Flashdance. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's wonder how the guys remember that, eh?
I just had this image of Hugh having a flash dance with his wife.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You wouldn't want to see that on YouTube, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I could just see the reaction I would get when I get out of the shower and I go, "Hey, honey, do you want to rub me down?"
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna be like,
Ow.
yeah.
Throw you a towel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
getting that cable is the same speed as your internet, Roger. I said, I got
Actually, it sounds like his internet's probably getting a little faster than the cable is.
Yeah.
I got to start phoning those buggers back up there again. But I got, you know, now it's because of COVID. It's 3 hours waiting time on my buddy phone. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Next time you're out,
Yeah,
you should
that's
go
crazy.
looking for an engineer and kidnap him, and don't let him go till he sorts it.
My son's been working all week with guys putting fiber optic wiring all over the posts and countrysides, you know?
Yeah.
My
I could
son,
just see the news now. I could just see the Canadian CBC news. Man in Ottawa was arrested for, kidnapping a Bell Canada engineer. Details at 11. And we'll know who it is. It's the man of interest himself.
From what I've heard about Bell, he'd probably get lots of supporters.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody keeps saying that Bell Canada's saying is, "We're not happy till you're unhappy."
I have to knock on wood. I used to be with Rogers Communications, and then just struggled with them, and then originally was with Bell, and we had a satellite dish, and then our area got built up, and then the satellite dish just became useless, and just because of our geographic layout and where we are in elevation and everything else. So we switched over to Rogers, and that was a love-hate relationship for, I don't know how many years. And then went back to Bell once they started doing the fiber optic lines, and it became available in our area. And thankfully, it's been pretty darn good. So, and I know what Roger's saying, because they've got fiber optic only running so far, and it's like literally he can see it and almost touch it, but it's just not far enough, right?
Right.
Yeah, but they could
Hopefully.
at least, upgrade his wiring. His copper is at fault. It's however many years it's been, rotting away.
And the bad part of it is it's buried. It's been buried for like 25 or 30 years.
I changed my copper. Radio amateur, and I changed my copper. I think the oldest is 10 years, and that was really good quality stuff, and it will last another 10 years. But the cheaper, nasty stuff I use, I change that maximum of 10 years, usually 5 or 6. Just, it helps.
Roger's not smiling.
You. Hey, Jagger, Scott, how you doing? Nope, didn't get it, guys.
So Kim got his stuff and you didn't get yours?
Kim just got a letter from the government, that's it. Damn it. I know.
Phantom Hodges says here, his internet provider has a feature where you can leave your number and they put you in a queue, and then they'll call you back without you losing your place in line.
Yeah, that's what they used to do that here. They don't do it no more.
Well, they've got Roger on a special list.
Yeah.
I never trust
the naughty list. So Roger, no cable, right?
No.
Geez Louise.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm tempted to drop this off at work and do the same thing I did with the other thing, right? It's almost guaranteed to get to you.
No, don't go out and get sick on my account there. So stay home, be safe. Stay home, be safe.
Well, how much could it possibly cost to ship this via Purelator? I'll have to take a look. Better than Canada Post.
Well, see, that's what I figured. I mean, I'm right on the border, and I figured, well, U.S. mail isn't all that bad. I figured maybe a week or so, and nope, never to be heard or seen again.
Yeah, but that'd probably be caused on our side, not your side. It was probably shipped to Canada the same day, and it's here in Canada. Like, I'm waiting for something for Kim, and it says it's in Mississauga, Ontario, since the 10th of April.
Wow.
Yeah, for the 30th. Still didn't get it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I understand that, you know, that like when it comes to sortation, you know, if you need physical bodies to do that sort of thing, they have to kind of change the shifts around and maybe have less people on at a certain time, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, how long this is going to stay as the new normal, who knows, right? Probably until, honestly, until they can, you know, say, okay, folks, we have a solution, you know.
Well, if they continue it long enough, though, what is the abnormal today will become the normal of tomorrow. So it's like when you ship something, don't expect it for at least 3 to 4 weeks.
So much for,
When I
and it's a
sold my
question I
Bebop-
had too.
Yeah. When I sold my Bebop to Heath, he lives up in Britain.
Oh,
I sold it to Heath, and it took 6 months for him to get it. Now the point was, 6 months. The point was, then before shipping mail out, they have these big containers, and they wait till the containers are full. Then they ship it out.
oh man.
Yeah, that was the main reason. It took them 6 months to get it.
That was their main excuse, but there's no excuse for that.
I've just written in the chat there, in the UK, I heard some people talking yesterday of shops not opening on a Sunday, and the post office not working at the weekend and things like that, being the new normal after this is all over and done with. As in taking a step back and, you know, going back to the way it was in the 70s effectively, which means people have got more time for family and what have you. If it comes about, it comes about. It's,
Good morning, Lenny.
Yeah,
Hi, Len.
well, here our big shopping centers are closed on Sundays here. They started that 2-3 weeks ago. Everything's closed. Super Carnival, Costco's, everything's closed. Walmart, everything.
Everything's shut down bar food shops here.
I like Costco and Super Carnival. They're big food. They sell food only, and the Super C here, and it's closed down on Sundays now. They never used to do that before. Our post offices are always closed on Saturday and Sunday. We never get mail here on the weekends, so it's no change there.
Well, Sunday's the only day we don't get mail, and they're talking about stopping the Saturday deliveries as well. But you know, permanently not.
We get Saturday and Sunday deliveries here in the city now, which is kind of neat.
Wow.
Hey, maybe we can all get jobs doing drone deliveries.
Yeah, that's what Drone Shot says a while ago. You know what? You never heard of drone delivery? Hey, Lynn.
Actually,
how you
there's
doing?
there's a company here in Canada that I came across. I was doing a big Googling yesterday. I was on another chat, and it's Drone Delivery Canada, and they're operating in the Northwest Territories. So, serving the remote areas, right? And delivering prescriptions, medical supplies, important documents like to sites, to company sites and stuff like that. And that's in Northern Ontario. So it's interesting to see that kind of evolving. And we had a pretty big discussion the other day about what are we thinking like the Amazons of the world are going to do, and other big companies like UPS and Purelator, and are they going to start incorporating drone deliveries, right?
Yeah.
I still think we're a ways off with that, simply because even though logistically, at the end of the day, it could potentially be cheaper for them, depending on the parcel sizes. But I think that there's just so much kind of logistics to work out and legalities to work out, as we all know in the United States and anywhere else in the world, that it's going to take a bit more time. And I personally think they're, like, for example, big companies like Amazon, it's a well-known thing that they've been partnering with automotive manufacturers or truck manufacturers that are looking at more autonomous vehicles, electric. So to help reduce expenses when it comes to maintenance, ongoing maintenance and efficiency. They're still probably going to have a driver at this stage of the game because we're still early in our autonomous future. So you're still going to have a driver, but you'll have maybe something where a customer gets notified, especially in today's times, a customer gets notified that, oh, there's a delivery vehicle out the front, and they walk out and the driver opens up a section and that person can grab a parcel or deposit a parcel, right? If that's the arrangement, and done. And then they can use apps on their phones to use it for scanning to open up that compartment or to say, yeah, I've confirmed and received this and that sort of thing. So if anything, everything that's happening today in 2020 is forcing everyone to embrace technology and use it in a way that they didn't expect to use it, especially some of our older generation and outside of us tech savvy guys, where they're saying, oh, what's this Skype thing or what's this chat thing that I can do with my grandkids now, right? So as people embrace the technology more, as was mentioned earlier, I think we're just doing a bit of a shift when it comes to the way we do business. So hopefully it doesn't take away too much from that one-to-one interaction and we can come back to that sort of normal, because I think a lot of people are starting to feel it now more than ever, right? Anyways, I went down a left turn there, sorry.
Look what Blizzard wrote down there. That's what I think. Compartment truck delivered. There you go.
Yeah.
Jagger Scott. No, thank you, Jagger Scott.
I don't know if I want to see Roger in tights.
I'd rather have a young Jane Fonda than an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
My wife can say the same thing about me, like, what happened to the young Richard?
Yeah, don't they all, Richard? I think my wife laments the young Hugh too, but what are you going to do?
I know where the young David is. He's still in there. He just wonders what's gone and what's happened.
Let me out.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Well, when our significant others see us enjoying our hobby and hobbies, I think they see the inner kid in us right there. So.
Lynn's asking about John Coopy. Has anybody seen or heard anything of him today?
Oh, we saw him last night. His face
all
was
banged up. Yeah.
banged up. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He had a
Moped
moped
accident.
on a gravel road.
Oh, that's why she said crash. Cupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Ouch. Damn.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a road rash.
Road rash and one lip was swollen up like this. He was talking last night.
Oh, he wasn't wearing a helmet?
Yeah, he was wearing a helmet, but not a good one, apparently.
Oh,
His next face helmet.
Oh boy.
It was a case of, what did he say? Hit the brake wrong or something and slid on
yeah,
it.
the braking on a motorbike and moped is not the same as braking on a push bike. You do it differently.
I think he learned that.
There's an easy way and a hard way. I think he did it the hard way. It's a mistake you only make once.
Well, one thing is for sure, it stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel for him. Many moons ago. Many moons ago in my youth, I had a motorcycle and I was going up the Don Valley Parkway, and this is in Toronto, in Canada, obviously, and it just finished raining. So when the oil and the water just don't mix, and you get that bit of a surface. So I was being careful, but I had a car in front of me, and it was one of those old, I think it was an old Chevy or something. It was big, one of those big boats, land yachts, right? And a truck coming up on my right and a guardrail on my left. So I'm just, keeping some distance. And wouldn't you know it, the person in front of me decided to slam on the brakes, and I started trying to slow down real quick. I knew I didn't have an exit to the right. I didn't have an exit to the left. My only option was to just keep going forward and hope that the impact wouldn't be hard enough, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to stop in time. And I was just sliding. I went right through her rear windshield and landed in her back seat. So when the paramedics came to get me, they literally just pulled the helmet apart. It was cracked. But, thankfully, other than some small fractures, nothing to my head, spine, no internal organ damage, other than a lot of bruising. I was able to walk out of that one, like not literally walk out of it. I was pretty sore. I couldn't move very much in her back seat, but thankfully I didn't go over the car, but I sort of went through the rear window, and it was because of my helmet that really saved me. And maybe the way I just kind of hit that rear window, I don't know. It's too fast, too much of a blur. It's just like, bam, it happened. Yeah. And I'm thankful I didn't go underneath the truck, because that would have been all those, tires boom, 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 gone, and or the guardrail. So yeah, my heart goes out to John when or anybody who wipes out, because it's not an experience you want to relive, because it's pretty damn scary. So yeah.
Well, I said he's gonna put a full face helmet on next time. Oh.
I've always had a full face when I've been on a bike. Hello, Val.
Hey, Desmond.
Hey,
Hey,
Val.
Rick. Hey, Paul. Hey,
Hey,
Roger.
Val.
Are we talking about John Coopy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hurt himself, that's for sure.
Oh, today's probably worse than yesterday.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Has he come on, or is he?
I haven't
He
seen
was on last night.
I hadn't seen him this morning though.
No. Yeah.
Oh, how's
technical.
your weather down there, Val?
What?
How's your weather down there today?
It's getting, well, it looks blue. It's got some cumulus clouds that are puffy, so they're holding rain. Let's see what else.
Here it's pouring rain, so
it's gonna rain soon.
yeah.
Hey, we're all going to Val's.
Yeah.
Hey, Carpenter Rick. Lynn, everybody. How you doing this morning? Yeah, I think John's probably really brightly colored this morning.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
All that bruising is gonna turn all kinds of color for him.
I wonder if he went and ordered a new helmet.
I think that will be ordered quick enough, don't you? Yeah, I'd be.
Yeah, someone was asking him in another stream last night as to whether the moped took a lot of damage, and he says really it just got scuffed up pretty badly. I think he took most of the damage.
Yeah. He stopped the damage to the moped with his body. That was
ouch.
Oh, Carpenter Rick's going to Waterloo.
Oh. And you had to work, you worked 2 hours today?
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. So, but you're heading up to your place, your cabin today, aren't you?
Yeah, he's supposed to be heading up there with his tractor.
Yep. You got a new one.
Take care, Jagger Scott.
Jagger Scott, are you leaving? I don't see that.
Be safe.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
just remembering before everybody takes off to smash that like button for Roger, and make sure that you check out each other's channels for sure.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Jagger Scott. So I came in too late. He's already leaving. Well, I told him not to.
We're always here.
Down. Yeah, the day's full. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. this afternoon with the new old tractor.
Who doesn't want to play with a tractor on the weekend? Me. I'd love to. Hey,
I got a friend who restores old tractors, and he says this is great. He's had the last 5 weeks off work, and he's got so much work done on his tractors. He's going to have to look for a new one,
oh my.
Oh, wow. Wow.
or rather a new old one to restore.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are you gonna be able to pass on the reserve with it there, Carpenter Rick? Did you find out? Which place he has to have
My
a.
baby.
Oh, Puffy.
Hey, how's
This
it
is
going?
Baxter.
Oh, he's
Go back.
beautiful. Look at him.
What
This
kind of
is
dog
my
is
needy. He's a cock. He's an American cocker.
it? Okay.
He's the needy one. He's the neurotic one. So,
Yeah.
when you leave and you come back in like 30 seconds, he's like, oh my God, where have you been? You've gone my whole life, haven't you? Yeah, yeah. Right, Baxter? Hey, look, down here. There we go. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, Baxter, you're so cute. Yes, you are. You're a cute baby. Yes. Yes, you are. Look at him.
Just wondering, where is that coming from? All right, buddy. Say goodbye.
Oh my God, you have to get an email confirmation to travel through the res. Wow. Well, I mean, fair enough.
I don't think we do that here.
Here, I hope nobody gets offended, but here are natives, Indians, whatever. They own Canada. They can close Canada down in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? This is why I said next time we do an election, let's get the Indian chief in for the elections. At least we might see something happen in our government. But that's enough for the politics for today. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You broke
Bad
your
boy.
rule. Broken Canoe is still selling smokes and stuff. Oh my God. Yeah, I think you meant a Cocker Spaniel, Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The boys. We have 3 of them.
Oh
So
my.
we have a tan and white. He's the oldest. He's I think he's 11. That's Charlie. And then Baxter, you've seen, he's pushing, I think he's 8 now. And then our youngest one, it's kind of a reddish color, Ollie. I think he's 3, maybe, no, he's 4 now. So yeah, they keep us busy.
Oh, I bet. We have our Snickerdoodle, which is which I have now as my son's. It's a Labrador and a poodle. And I watched a special on him, and they say they're easy to train, blah, 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 blah. No, this thing, I'm like, come, and he just looks the other way, looks around. The only thing he can do is fetch a ball and bring it back, because that is his favorite thing.
That's something.
But that's it. I'll go sit. He stands. I'll say stand. He sits. I just look at him. He just does this thing. Yeah, right. What are you talking to me?
Human?
Oh my God. And then he tries to lay on my head when I go to sleep.
Oh yeah, they love
For
to do
some reason, I want his paws and his little head on me. I'm just like, no, please give me space. So last night I closed my door and I slept without dogs. Because they get in my bed, they take all my room. There's only so much room when you got a Saint Bernard, a Husky Wolf, and then that Snickerdoodle.
Saint Bernard.
Good Lord.
Holy jumping.
Oh yeah.
And the Saint Bernard normally jumps into the bed with you?
Yeah, but she is very particular about who she sleeps with. She doesn't like sleeping with dogs. So she'll look at Ranger and that Snickerdoodle, try to push him off the bed so that she has the space. She is a little bit of a princess. And she should be. She's so cute.
And how big is the princess?
She's not that big. She was the runt of the litter. So she's only 100 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So
Not
so
bad.
she's not bad. She and Ranger are both the same weight. Yeah. So the
Nice.
yeah. And Snickerdoodle is too active to be any weight at all. He's a skinny little.
Snickerdoodle, is that a cookie? It's showing to work.
Yeah, right. It seems like a cookie. Yeah, I call him Snickerdoodle because I keep forgetting to say Labradoodle.
Oh, Labrador.
Oh, Lynn Ann
For
says
some
she used to
reason-
show and breed them. So I would imagine that was Cocker Spaniels.
Cockers,
She
yeah.
she has one left. Chocolate Brandy is 17. Wow. My last Cocker had 27 at
Oh
one
my
time.
God.
And I thought 3
Ooh.
was something. I don't know that I could do 27 though. That'd be a whole lot of love.
Oh, that'd be a whole lot of space.
I was going to say you get more than one bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. We jump in. We went from a queen size bed many years ago to a king, and you think, just 2 people and a couple of dogs, you're gonna have lots of room.
No, because they like
because you've got
lengthwise.
you've got this dead space, right? And instead of sleeping in that space, they've got to be velcroed to your body, right? So
Right.
I've got two of them that velcro to my wife, and of course Baxter, the one you've seen, he's like, and you can't move. It's like you can't turn over, you can't do anything because he's like done.
That's why I had to finally put Snickerdoodle out of the room and close the door last night, because he likes sleeping on me, and he'll slowly move me until there's no room to even put my legs. I have to have them all curled up at the top, and he still just cannot get close enough. Have you noticed they can never get close enough?
Oh yeah, no
They
kidding.
can never get close. He's very cute, and I do adore him. But
Furball Kim's in the chat.
oh, hey, Furball.
Were you talking about adoring Kim or the Snickerdoodle?
Snickerdoodle.
Oh, okay.
But this one doesn't have all the little curly hair that makes him so cute.
Kim doesn't have that much curly hair,
No, his hair's straight, I think.
Yeah.
How you doing, Furball? Hey, Ranger. Okay, Ranger every morning comes and sits right at
Hey, Kim. How
my
you
room
doing?
to protect me from the other dogs. They won't go past him. Thank you. You're on duty. He does nothing else, but he can do that. Oh my God.
Yeah, we don't need a doorbell, because anytime they hear somebody coming up the steps, it's like woof, 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 and then they go nuts. And it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I opened my curtains so my dogs could see outside to the street and feel like they could peruse what was going on outside. They started barking so bad. It was incredible. Yeah, squirrel, mom, squirrel. They come get me, try to lead me, and he just point to it like, look, mom, it's a squirrel. Damn squirrel. She's in our area. I'm like, I wish they could be that enthusiastic about that damn gopher. Harry.
I think they're just selective, right?
They are.
Hey, Coast to Coast Jones, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Snickerdoodle loves squirrels. He wants to play with them. Not a good way.
Look what I brought home. Clunk.
Yeah, he did that one time, had a little baby squirrel, a small squirrel. And then Ranger got mad at him, was trying to bury it. Because he was like, look what you did. Now I'll get rid of this before mom sees it. And then I saw it and I was out there, what? No.
Yeah, and that's when they leave it at your feet and going, okay, fine, you deal with it.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a squirrel. So we were all to the vet to get rabies shots. Make sure they were all up to date. Everything's up to date. I was like, oh my God. That little squirrel cost me about $300, a little over $300.
Yeah.
There you go. But why not spend extra money during a pandemic? Here you go. Here, vets.
Yeah, now with our vets, we have to message or call ahead, and then you pull up in your vehicle, and you have your dog either in the kennel or in the back seat, and they come and get your dog. They take it out, they bring it in, and you can choose to wait there depending on how long it's going to take, or you come back and then they bring it back out to you, and you do all your payments, over a credit card or whatever. And
Or the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do here. That's what I had to do. I took my baby, the Ranger. He wouldn't get out of the car. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not going with you. I don't know who you are. I'm not going." Mom's still in the car with the engine running. I know what this means. So I turn off my car, get out, come around, pull his big butt out of the car. And then he was like, "Okay, I'll go with her then. She might be better than you." Off he went.
Yeah.
Lillian just got out of the car and went. She's just like, "Okay." But she's the scary one. She's the one who I was worried might turn Cujo on them. So I had to tell him she's a rescue. We've had her 4 years. She's fine. She's loving. She's so cute. She could eat you, but good day. Good day to you.
Have fun.
I'm gonna wait over there. And evidently she was adorable. The only thing she got mad at and she started turning angry was when they tried to do the thermometer thing.
Oh yeah.
That's where she drew the line. She took her paw and she drew a line
Hey.
to not cross it.
Personally, knowing where that thermometer goes, I think I'd get a little upset too.
Yeah. I was like, "That's my girl. That's my girl. Just say no, Lily. Just say no." And she did. They go, "Yeah, that's when we got to see Lily in all her glory." I said, "Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm." Yeah.
Oh my.
She's sweet. She's sweet. And then my son came and took Snickerdoodle and he got his shot and his stitches and his cone. How long does it take for a dog to heal?
Oh, depends what kind of wound it's got.
It was just under the flap of skin was off and they shaved it and then stitched it. And my son told me it's been like 9 days. He said, "Mom, go ahead," or 10 days. He said, "Go ahead and you can take the cone off." I took it off and he looked at where looked like it was bloody.
Yeah.
So I stuck that cone back on. I said, "Okay, Conehead."
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, except with my Anthony. Anthony's cute, and then I bet he doesn't like the vet. Yeah.
Where the wound is, can she reach it with her paws?
With her back paw.
Yeah.
It's right on her side. She can reach it with her back paw and she can reach it with her tongue if she doesn't have the cone on.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
Nikos. If I come see you, Lynn, I'm bringing bananas. I will make Anthony mine. Yes, I will.
I'll make that.
I'll be throwing bananas in front of me.
Because she just licked it a little bit. It doesn't matter that. Well,
Huh?
you probably take the cone off her. She just licked it a little bit.
Yeah. But I think she'd get so much into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Because if it was really bugging her, she'd be scratching her with her back paw.
And she's not doing that.
So.
And I tell you, the cone, Bing ran in the morning. They run with the cone and hit you. Like, "Hey, what you gonna do? Hey, I got the cone." I was like, "What the hell? What the hell? Is it seeping or red?" It looked like it was seeping when she licked it. It kind of, no, Bonzi. But yeah, she hits me with the cone. She decided to go get Kevin up because I got up. I let him out, let him back in, straightening up my bed and all. And all of a sudden, I hear Kevin's door open, and then the pounding of "I'm up, but I don't want to be." I go, "Well, why are you up?" And she was hitting my door with her cone, trying to get me up. I hope so. Anthony's so cute. But yeah.
Hey, David, do you have any pets?
I was going to say we have a cat, but the cat has us. It's a cat.
The cat's the boss, right?
Oh yeah. It's unusual actually. If the microphone's live, she's usually around ringing her bells, but she's not today. I can't do any voiceovers on videos or anything without putting in an appearance. Reshoot it or re-record it. And I keep tropical fish as well. I'd love to have a dog, but it's just not practical. It's difficult for me to walk a dog, so it would be cruel, really, to have a dog.
You can get a harness for your cat apparently and walk your cat too now.
You've not met our cat. We've tried the trick. She either goes absolutely flat, flatter than a pizza, and you can't move her, or she goes into attack mode and forget it.
Right.
Hey, Nikos, how you doing? Nice to see you, Nikos. Nikos from Paris. So check out his channel, everybody.
Nikos Ariel. All right.
It's funny. She does travel with us when we go away quite often. But by coincidence, I've been editing a video which includes some footage of our first trip taking her away, and you can tell she's not happy. It's just, it's a new thing for her. She didn't want to be there, didn't want to, and so on and so forth. And then towards the end, the footage I've got of her, you can see she's settled down and she's doing what cats do best, sleeping and taking up as much room as possible.
So Lynn, I think I misunderstood. Her back, that stitch, it completely healed, nothing happens. And then after she's finished, there's like a big red blop there. So I thought that was like, I don't know. So I think she's just reopening it, but the sutures, they have to be removed.
Oh, wow.
She removed one of them to help.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I don't know how she was able to do it, but she removed a suture.
Paul, what the hell are you doing there?
I think he's trying to find that cable for you still.
It just doesn't get any better.
What you doing?
My zero turn that I use to mow my lawn. Maybe I put some bad gas in it just recently because I used it already once and it worked fine. And then I went to fire it up just the other day and it backfired 2 or 3 times and now it won't even fire up.
Oh, that's the sign.
So I called up the place to get it serviced. They said, well, they're running 1 to 2 months behind now.
Holy sh!
Wow. Now the zero turn, is that one you sit on and
you sit on and yep.
Yeah.
Did you ever change spark plugs in it, Paul?
Yeah, well, that's my next step would be to put a new plug in it, take a look and see what that is. The other thing is they're sophisticated enough I didn't check the oil. If you don't have enough oil in it, it won't start either.
Oh, okay.
So Furball's saying drain the gas and change the gas filter.
Yeah.
Well, that's easier said than done. What the hell? Where the hell do you drain the gas and where do you put it in? And how?
Just check your oil and first, then do your spark plugs. But if you see you got no more oil, I just put the oil in, you'll be okay.
It's just hard for me because I got to take the bagger off the back of it, disconnect the side tube in order to get to the motor. And a John Deere, they want to make them nice looking nice, so they got this cover that goes around the back of it. So you got to reach down in,
Holy shit! Just to check the oil.
Paul, I'm surprised you don't have like a a sophisticated one where you can just remote control from your chair there.
Yeah, I've thought about that, but they're $3,000.
Ouch. Well, that's only a couple. That's like Inspired territory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drone shot says check the air filters too.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just.
But you're not so bad. Your garage is heated, so you'll be in a warm environment to do all that.
And then I got to deal with upstairs too. You know, it just. The other day I got up and it was 34 degrees out and the air conditioning was running, and he plays around with the thermostats upstairs. So I went down and threw the 220 off, and then that stopped the furnace from running to blow the cold air around. But now the last few days, I see my furnace blower is running all the time. It's looking for cold air to pump. Yeah, just one thing after another. But anyway, how's everybody else doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Wow. So Lynn's saying put dry gas in it too. I do know there's some gas cleaner and stuff you can put in your tank.
Yeah, but you got to get it to run in order for that to work. Because you can put it in the gas tank, but if it's not going into the motor to clean out everything.
So do they have carburetors in your gas thing?
Huh?
Do they have carburetors?
Everything's got carburation.
So what I'm wondering is any gas getting through the carburetor? Because if there was gas and it was bad, it could still be clogged, right?
Yep. And that's when you need a small engine guy to take the carburetor off, clean it, put the carburetor back on.
If you get me a ticket, I'll fly out there and I will work on your lawnmower.
Val,
I'm not promising it would be fixed.
Val, it would almost be scary watching you work on a zero turn.
I can't promise it'd be fixed, but it should be fun. You can YouTube it. Oh my God.
And that goes for everybody else in the chat. If you want Val to come and fix your lawnmower, you just send her a ticket.
Yeah.
Once they lift the travel restrictions, okay, it's we can work on that.
It'll be done. It'll be fixed.
Drone shots. Do you live too far away from Paul?
Oh yeah, he lives about 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just have to find another guppy to come over here and help me. It's just, in order, I have it in what used to be the hot tub room. I got rid of the hot tub, but now that's where I keep my lawnmowers and stuff. So I have to disengage and push that sucker all the way around to the garage to where all my tools are.
Ah.
And it weighs a ton.
Hey, you got no young people that live around your area? Could get
a handy.
Slip somebody slip somebody $10. Hey, can you push this over there for me?
There isn't anybody. They just look at you and say, "No, I'm not interested." We live in an environment now where younger people have no drive to do anything for anybody.
Yeah, you gotta give them $10 with an iPad stuck onto it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Guys.
Oh, Drone Shot says it also has a fuel pump. Pull the hose off the fuel pump and see if it's pumping fuel. If the fuel pump works off the crankcase vacuum. Okay. That's
I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it up in the air. I have a lift table, but it won't lift that. But I do have a.
So it doesn't crank at all? It doesn't crank over at all?
Oh, it cranks over, it just doesn't start.
Okay. So it's not getting gas. I'm going to tell you, I think that's what it is.
Oh, I'm sure you're right, but we don't know where. Is it a fuel filter? Is it something in the tank? Is it something in the line? is it something in the, I imagine every carburetor has a little screen, you know?
Yeah. What you can do is spray a little carb cleaner in your carb. It makes it seem like it gets gas, and then crank it over and see if it'll start.
Lynn's laughing.
Yeah, I could just hear Val at the airport yelling, "I have to fly to Michigan to fix Paul's mower. Let me through."
Yeah.
Can't be any worse when she was at the airport last time. She was on live stream. Where's my daddy?
I know. That's funny.
Oh, did you hear about that, Rich? She was at the airport. She was yelling, "Where's my daddy?" just as a joke, and some guy accosted her, says, "I'll be your daddy."
I got to tell you, it was just, I was flying all night, and I got there, 7:30 in the morning, or 8 or 9 or something.
And
was waiting for
Centroid
my
was supposed to
dad.
pick her up, right?
My dad was coming to get me.
Yeah. And so she's standing at the curb, "Daddy, where's my daddy?" And some guy's walking. He's, "I'll be your daddy."
Yeah, you just got to be careful what you ask for, right?
It was fun.
Well, the scary part is she said he didn't look like he had 2 nickels to rub together, or he could have been her daddy.
No, I said, "You're not my dad."
It also says plugged air filters can make them backfire.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a compressor there, Paul?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
No.
I can blow the air filters out and all that stuff. It's just to get at it. You know, my air compressor and everything's in the garage.
Yeah, I know.
And the zero turn is in a building on the other side of the property over here. So it's the trudging back and forth and back. And forth. In the meantime, Mia's looking at me like, "Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go?"
Well, it's a pain anytime you get out there to do something and you find it doesn't work.
The one upstairs from you, is he at work or is he just sitting at home?
Well, he broke his ankle.
Oh, okay, that kind of.
He coming down the stairs from upstairs the wrong way.
Ugh. Was he drunk?
The drone shot saying he has 4 zero turns, been doing this for over 30 years.
Yeah, he cuts lawns. So he's a contractor for lawns.
Yeah, yep. The problem is it isn't that it can't be fixed easily by somebody that has half a brain. It's just that I got bad back, bad knees, bad hips, and I can't get down and under and around things, you know? And that sucker must weigh probably, I'm guessing, 800 pounds. So.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Well, you got a golf cart there, Paul?
Yes.
You use that to tow it out.
Lynn said no. Didn't you read up above?
Yeah, but don't you have one golf cart yourself?
No, that's Lynn's. I sold mine, and she bought one because she wanted me to have one. But there comes a caveat with it. You have to check with her if you can use it because she bought it for you to use.
Oh, hell no! There you go.
It's like Lenny, can I?
Yeah. Oh, hell no! She answered you already.
Oh my God.
Well, you might want to look and see if there's like if you strike up a conversation maybe with one of the small engine mechanics, right? And maybe convince them to pop
Work
over
on the
and
side.
yeah, that might do it. And it could be something simple, and before you know it, you're back in business.
Yeah.
But nowadays, with our luck, what is so simple? It was so simple. Oh, it's my truck. It's so simple. Yeah, right. I got a new car.
Nothing simple, but you could get JDS on, not JDS. Who do we want? Drone shots on Zoom when you're fixing it.
You could live stream it, Paul.
Yeah. You mean dead stream it, because that's what I'd be, is dead.
No, but you can always, like, when you're ready to do it, bring your iPad in the garage with you, spark it up, and invite drone shots on Zoom. They'll tell you what to do.
Yeah,
That's
but the problem is getting down in and around and all, it's just,
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too overwhelming for Paul. He's like, yeah, no. No.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Paul knows what he needs to do. It's whether he's capable physically of actually being able to play Cirque du Soleil underneath this turn mower, right?
yep, exactly.
Bill's got a plan for you, Paul.
Yeah, I can't say I'm in a little townhouse, so our property at the front, you can probably mow it in a blink, and then the grass out the back, the way the drainage runs, the weeping tiles I don't think are really doing their job all that great.
Right.
So anytime it rains, it stays wet for a while before it drains off.
Okay.
So it's not the best, but again, not a lot of grass to cut, thankfully. So I could literally do it with a push mower.
Yeah.
And it's done.
I used to have 2 0 turns, but of course I sold the bigger one.
Well, the one I just bought is completely cordless electric.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to work. I pick it up tomorrow.
Hey, Tim.
But
Yeah, I'm with drone shots. Take the air filter off, shoot gas in the carb. I said, usually I just use carb cleaner.
Starter. Yeah, well, I did that. Drone shots, I did that the other day just before I gave up. Took the air filter off, shot starter fluid down in there. Nope, nothing.
No.
Hey, TCM, how you doing there, Tim?
And if you're not getting that with the starter fluid right at the carb, then you'd think you're not getting the spark that you need to ignite it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's got to be dirty plugs or bad plugs.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is I need to crank the plug out of there.
But you know what? Well, I'm not sure that you'd need to get it into the garage to do that because those wrenches to remove plugs, they aren't that heavy.
Oh, no, that's not the problem. It's just that it has dual baggers hanging on the back of it.
Oh.
Out this side of it. So you have to either figure out how to get under the baggers and down into the well to where the motor is, or you got to disassemble the whole bagging system to get down in there. And then there is a decorative, nice metal cover surround that says John Deere on it. So then you got to reach down in and around like that, or you've got to figure out the 12 bolts to take that cover off. So it's not just easy peasy. Well, it's like working on modern day automobiles. You don't just to go out there and just pull a plug out anymore.
Read what Furball Kim wrote for you, Paul.
Maybe I put that into the driver's seat, right? The therapy doll.
Uh-huh.
I just made some nice chicken tortilla soup. Threw it in the slow cooker.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Smells so
hang
good.
on. When's the invite? Is it for lunch?
Supper. 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, you might make it from Waterloo. You got to really step on the gas though.
And then you'd have to see the keep the social distancing thing. So you'd have to find something long enough, like a hockey stick, and then put a bowl at the end of it. And just like,
Right.
there you go, Rich.
I'll leave a bowl at the end of the driveway for you, Rich. I'll drive through.
Well, Roger's still eating those delectable, wonderful ribs up there too.
Mm.
No more. I got the sauce, but no more ribs.
Oh.
So
does that mean you're going to cook some more ribs? Oh,
no,
right.
Chicken with the sauce.
Oh, chicken with
What you want to eat for supper tonight?
Val didn't like those ribs, did she?
Nah.
Not anymore. Yeah, you should enjoy your ribs because I hear meat's going away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RC crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, and you can see that news story that came out last night anyways here in Canada about, packers having difficulty with people and the whole, what's going on and everything else.
Drone
And people
shots.
get
It's a Briggs and Stratton.
It's
and
yeah, keep on, Richard.
so I was just going to say, just because it was on the news, watch the meat prices start to climb almost immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But
and here they're saying all the meat plants, all the people have COVID and all this. And there's
Montreal,
been an order for them to continue working regardless. I'm just like, oh my God.
Places got no more meat in their counters.
So Cargill out west shut down for a week, but they're opening up one shift next week. So our meat packing is already starting up again next week. So we need a little time to kind of get things in order, but I don't think we're going to have huge shortages. Price increases, definitely.
Yeah, what's going to happen? This is my belief. They talked about it about a week or so ago, and next thing you know, there was no meat anywhere to be seen in a lot of states. And I think
they was doing the thing like the toilet paper. They were just, impulse buying. They were like, oh, we better go stock up before the world ends.
Right. I think that's what happened. They got really nervous. And I think Lynn's right, buy local. There's local butchers and who have local meat. And that may be what you have to do. But I bought a hamburger yesterday from Costco and I was looking down the road and they were getting a little thin in it. And I thought, you know what? It's time to clean my freezer out. We're just going to eat till everything's gone in there. It's time just to clear that out. I think we're fine.
I just think the next time the dog brings a squirrel, you can go,
That's right. That's right. I'll be like,
will that go good with roast potatoes?
Give one with more meat because this looks like a baby. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. And I know everyone, they hoarded for so long food that I think most people should have what they need. It might just be rice and potatoes and vegetables. For
lots of toilet paper.
That's coming back.
I have a feeling we're going to survive as a species.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I probably have a couple months worth of meat in my freezer. I think it'll be okay. If I pull out those old pork chops that look like they're a little freezer burnt.
Vintage meat, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what the cool thing about those is you can put them in a nice like a sauce, and then just slow cook them in the oven, and it just gets so tender and juicy and melts in your mouth. You don't notice the difference anymore.
You won't tell that you have ptomaine. You just keep eat old first, Val. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. We it's just, I think people just need to say, hey, we'll clean out our freezers. We'll eat what's in there.
Well, and Val's going to do a new channel called How to Graze from Your Backyard.
JDS says, I'll survive because I have swords. But my luck, somebody young and fit will break in, pick up a sword, and kick my ass with it.
Right.
No.
Yep, you'll be hanging on the meat hook. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone will be all right. I think
someone needs more coffee.
Yeah, I know. My God, I need tons of this.
Hey, Captain Rick, I sent you a link this morning. If you feel like coming in, if you've got time, that's what you're doing.
On the freezer stuff.
Now, Paul, I have a simple solution for your freezer conundrum. It is this.
Oh.
Take a Sharpie, some kind of a permanent marker, mark the date on your meat. If it isn't already there.
Yeah, I do that. That's how I know how vintage it is.
Okay.
Hey, Phantom.
Kind of like the wine bottles, you mark the date on them.
Yeah.
Doing all that drywall.
Idea,
I've done drywall. That can be painful. Trying to lift that stuff, set it right, get it on the wall right, then get it in. Oh, that's a hell of a job. That's why all drywallers are so skinny.
You see those guys, the drywallers doing the ceiling stuff? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Especially
That's brutal.
the 10-foot ones, you know?
Oh, or the guys
you
on the
hold it,
stilts.
just
Yep.
put your hands up without picking anything up. See how long they want to stay there. Not long enough to put drywall up.
No, hell no.
I've never had to drywall a ceiling. I've always, if I've had to remove drywall and replace it, I've done that. Yeah, I resemble that, Val.
Val, didn't you tell a story about knocking a hole in your son's wall because you wanted to move out and you were going to use that room space?
Yeah, I did that. So yeah, he moved out. When my kids left, I had a horrible time. I didn't want any of them to go. You know, I didn't want any of them to go. When they slowly all went to college, all moved out, all did that. My son was the last one. He went to college. I looked at his room in the living room, the just wall, and I thought, wouldn't that be nice if it had French doors? And so I took a hammer and I just went at it. Yeah.
And
Wow.
what Val forgot is that he came home from college at certain times.
Mom, why is there a big hole in my door?
Yeah.
That's what he said. He went in the room, sat on the bed, and said, "Well, this is new, Mom." And we're just not happy at all. I'm like, sorry, son, sorry. And he goes, "So when are you going to finish this?"
Isn't that everybody's wish? Their sons move out so they can make an extra room.
I had a hard time. My first son moved out of the same room, right? Because they all get the bigger room as the oldest. And I slept in that room for 3 months and just cried every night because he wasn't there.
Believe me, I didn't have a hard time.
That's why Val names her Gophers too.
Yeah, I think it was right for them to go. It's right for them to get on with their own life. It's like right for them to do all they got to do. But it's like I lost an arm or a leg or something. That's what it felt like. It's, you know, no comparison to people who are disabled, but it felt like part of me was just ripped away. And so it's hard. It's just hard. But I know they're supposed to leave.
All our kids moved away. So my daughter's now married with grandbabies, right? Living about an hour away from us. My oldest son is in Toronto. And my youngest son moved out, and we were thinking, woohoo, okay, this is awesome. I created a hobby room down the basement. I had lots of space. It was my man cave, right?
Such a dad.
What? My youngest son decided to move back home. Guess what happens to dad's man cave?
Right. He enjoyed the man cave, your son.
Yeah, it became his ultimate bedroom.
I feel your pain.
Essentially.
I feel your pain.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got his own living space down there, which is great. Okay, cool. You know, he's got his computer, a sofa, a television. The sofa converts to a bed if he needs it that way. But he's also got his bedroom still upstairs so that he can use. And yeah, but I just lost my hobby room. So the room that I'm in now,
hi JDS,
see if I can show you. This is actually a spare room that we use for the grandkids. Right? There's a crib there.
Yeah.
Right? There's a bed behind me. I don't know. You can't see that too well. And then, of course, you see this in the shot, and you're wondering, why the heck has he got Beanie Babies and Disney dolls? Well, yeah, this is my studio. This is like half the room is now my little studio and work area, and the other half of the room is for the grandbabies when they come over. So, yeah, no more man cave. That's gone.
No more man cave. I'm sorry. You know, my daughter moved back in a couple times just to get her feet underneath her. And now she's finished with that. But I do believe it's better for children not to live with their parents once they go and come back. I think it's hard for them, hard for the parents. But boy, when they first leave, it's just dads don't think so. I think a lot of dads run downstairs and they are into the other room and they go, well, I can put my Xbox there. I can put my bar right there, even if it's a 5x10 room. I'll put my bar, it'll be a thin bar.
I see. RC Cravey is saying, LOL, I ain't judging. You collect what you want.
Right. We were seeing it and we just thought the one doll with the golden hair was cute.
Oh yeah, there you go. This is all my wife's. This is her doing, right? All these
All the
And of
little
course,
Your
dolls.
story, Rich. Whatever you say,
Yeah,
buddy.
whatever you
Yeah,
say.
we believe
Beanie
you.
Babies, and this isn't all of them, right? Because you remember the Beanie Baby craze.
Oh yeah.
Well, my wife was in that beanie. I've got like literally big bags full of Beanie Babies. No place to put them.
Rich, this is mine, and I'm not afraid to admit it. As a Canadian grown up, I am not ashamed of my doll. Not at all. Dr. Seuss rhyme. I'm not ashamed of my doll at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Susie's a cutie. She's doing really well. So it's me, and of course I have a roommate, and I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a gopher.
Wow. What? Did you say gopher?
Hang on, a gopher.
Yeah, she's got a gopher now.
Harry.
Harry.
No. Are you serious?
She's in the backyard. She's named.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not a pet gopher. Yeah.
Well, he's becoming a pet because he's not leaving anytime soon.
No, it's too good when she comes out and sings good morning to him. She feeds him 3 times a day.
He pops up and sings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he rolls over on his belly, and she gives him a little rub.
Rub on his belly.
Well, my roommate said when he popped up, he looked really cute. And I went, oh.
Does he
And
look
so
like a
what we
gopher in
did is
that
we all
movie,
went all out on the internet and got pictures of gophers, cute pictures. And Val says, "Oh, that's my gopher."
Wait for what? 1 month, and you have probably about 6 or 7 other ones there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he's going to go because I have to put some bug stuff on the lawn. I got to put some weed stuff on the lawn. And they usually
Good thing she didn't
leave
say I
when
got to
you
put
do
some dynamite down the hole there.
Yeah.
My last one moved out. I see. I thought it was a mole though. It's like years ago, and I did all the stuff for my lawn, and it left. And then my neighbor came over and said she had something in her lawn. I went, really? Where did it come from?
Move next door, huh?
So I think this one will move. I guess I don't know. Maybe he's the one from before. But I think he's moved his children in. But you never know.
Yeah.
Hey, Carpenter Rick is making a proposal there. He says, Val, that beautiful woman you call a daughter can come and live in Canada anytime. Wink, wink.
Yeah, she's a force of nature. You'd be sending her back. You think I can be a force of nature at times? Boy, she's something. That girlie's something. Yeah. Oh my God. And she has to social distance now, and she's such a social girl. And she called my son, I'm going to come over and visit you. And he goes, do you understand the concept of lockdown, social distancing, all that? And she goes, what?
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Even some of us who are more introverted still rely on some socialization, right?
Right.
And when you completely have become more isolated that way, you can feel it. Even though you may not be an extroverted person, you still feel it, right? You still feel that impact, right? And you wish that you could socialize a bit more. So just to kind of get that interaction going, face to face, like one-to-one type of thing. But I mean, this is great. I mean,
yeah, I think that's part of why I started the 107, right? Because if I don't keep my mind busy, not that the panel doesn't keep my mind busy, because sometimes you guys scare me. But having said that, I need to keep my mind working. I just have to. Oh, he says he never feels like he wants people around him. He's a hermit. Well, that's Paul. Paul's living the life right now.
I'm a hermit. Yep.
Yep. He's like, yeah, the sun feel different. Except for no meat on the shelves. That might feel different. He's going to have to go to his vintage food.
I'm happy as long as I got vintage fish sticks. That's all I care about.
vintage
Oh,
sticks.
oh, Paul. So send meat to Paul in care of.
Make sure it's cooked though.
Oh, no, raw.
He would like some beef sticks, some turkey jerky, some venison jerky.
Pigeon jerky.
Huh?
Pigeon jerky, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If the pigeon has an FPV it's carrying around, he will take that.
You give me your Bolt B, I have to cycle the batteries.
So Paul, what are you updating there, buddy?
Oh, I'm just updating the
Kim, put your face in here and at least say hi.
uh,
The Bolt B, the Bolt B.
I'm updating the DJI Assistant too.
Cycle the batteries.
What's up, Kim? How
Hey,
you doing,
Kim.
buddy? Fly some Bolt B, man. Come on. Fly it indoors around Roger's head. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, right.
Not the Bolt B.
You mean put an FPV camera on it?
Oh, do it.
That'd
Do
take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, say hi to Carpenter Rick at least there. There we go.
I had one stuck on the Parrot, the Bolt B, the Tello.
I could do that. It'd only take 5 minutes to put a camera on it.
Hey, Carpenter Rick.
Hey, Carpenter Rick.
Good morning, guys.
What's up, homeboy? How you doing?
How's the weather for everybody except for Val? We know it's
Rain.
raining here.
Yeah, wet and rain.
Let's see, hold
Rain.
on.
Right.
Ooh, the sun.
Rain.
It hurts my eyes.
Keep rubbing it in there, Val.
It's supposed
She
to rain.
opens that drape up too much, she's gonna get sunburn, you know?
I'm gonna go get a tan because why not? I hear it doesn't hurt you anymore.
Yeah. We
It's not like the coronavirus, right? That's an issue.
It will kill it. That's what I
It's not
hear.
shot.
So I'm
went
getting
outdoors yesterday to
tan.
do the lawn, and I was working with my T-shirt only on outdoors. Oh, that's good.
That's why he needs that damn cable.
Every man wants a longer cable. Still young.
Jeez, you.
You know,
bastard.
why does this conversation always go to someone pulling their wire?
I do
Yeah.
not know. I do not know.
Roger started it, and this
Oh,
is
yeah.
his channel. I mean, come on.
So-
are you back on the island? No, not yet, Rick. Rick? Carpenter
Sorry,
Rick?
Roger, couldn't hear you.
Are you on the island or are you back at your wife's house?
Yeah, no, I'm back near Ottawa right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go to Waterloo early this morning, just do a quick repair at the
Okay.
paramedics building, and then
Oh,
I drove back and
that's a lot of
just
travel.
was cut.
Yeah, that's a long
I do
drive.
a lot of driving. I do a lot of driving. Yeah.
Mm,
But I can bill them for the whole time from this time I left to the time I got back.
Yeah.
So it's
oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
It's
I
like
did
my
that
son's
on my other job.
job. You're starting to be billed right away. It may take
Yeah,
them
same
a
thing.
hour drive to get there. They're paid their 3 hours.
Yep.
3 hours
Yep.
back.
The only thing I don't get paid for is a half hour a day for lunch. Everything else they pay for.
It's the same day as my son.
Can't argue that.
No.
But that's the thing when you do work for the city or the municipality, if you want to keep getting work, you go and do those repairs and you don't charge them, which I'm not going to charge for this repair. It was just a little touch up. I did it. The
Yeah.
boss paid for the fuel, and that's it, right? The city of region of Waterloo has been really good to us. We've done a lot of projects with them, so
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like, you know, like the old saying goes, don't bite the hand that feeds you, right?
you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, if I could just get my dog to smarten up and do that.
So you gotta
I
stop
ordered-
having food and rib sauce on your fingers when you go to pet them, right?
I knew it had to be something, right? So I ordered the mini yesterday.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Ooh.
Yep. I got
The Flymore combo?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. It's on. Well, it's not en route yet, but I'm sure it will be in a few days here. Maybe.
Oh,
It's
nice.
I gotta
2 to 3
I
weeks.
gotta show you
delivery.
something. Something
Sure.
came in here to me just it was shipped. I ordered it on Amazon, but it finally arrived because it was like coming from China. And there we go.
Ooh.
This is on the back of the Mini. Right? So there's the front, there's the back.
Oh, nice.
So I've yet to take this out into the sky, and these clip on. So I'll unclip one here.
Oh, the
So that's what it
lights.
looks like.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's pretty
I like
cool.
the design because it actually fits right underneath the motor mount. Let's see if I can get this in camera here. There we go. So that fits under the motor mount, and then you have a little clasp here. This just snaps down.
Nice.
And then to turn the light on and off, you just give it a little twist because it's got a little replaceable, one of those little round batteries in there.
Okay, yeah.
That's
And,
really
and I like the, yeah. So
What's that worth?
I think it was like Canadian. It was like $15 or something. It was cheap.
Oh, geez. Cool.
Yeah. I'll try to find it and put the link in the chat there for everybody.
Yeah, you must do that.
But I have yet to test it. I have yet to test it to see, how good it is when this gets out, out a pretty good distance, and to see if it's bright enough during the day, right? Because indoors, most lights, look decent. But when you're out in the daylight, how is it in the daylight or on a bit of a cloudy day or whatever? And it'd be cool to check it out. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
The only unfortunate part about that, it puts it over the weight limit.
Yeah, if somebody were to come and weigh it.
You know what? I've as you can see, I registered this with Transport Canada because it is over 249 grams, right?
Yeah, so you're all right.
Also, because I've got these landing gear extensions on it too by PGY Tech that fold up, just like that, and then these in the back will fold up. Oh yeah, this one's got to go the other way.
Rick's flying legit.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta mute my course here that I'm sort of doing.
Rick, do they change color or do they stop flashing rather?
No, they're no. You just give it a little turn and it just alternates between red and blue. I think. Yeah, which is interesting because it's an alternating color pattern and it's flashing, so it might be easier to catch your eye and your attention as opposed to having one single color that's just flashing on and off.
Oh.
But again, to be tested, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's definitely neat.
I'll throw the link. Find the link and throw it up.
Small strobe in the back of it.
Turn off Amazon. Don't order any more stuff. I see you.
No.
Paul, we can see the screen reflection in your glasses.
Right?
No.
He's gonna have lights all around his. It'll be pretty though. He's trying to get the reflection off.
Hey, Jerome Paul. How you doing?
Dan, good morning.
Oh my God. Right, I know what he's doing. Look, now he's going deep into Amazon. Deep in. Oh my
Going
God.
to the third computer now.
When two aren't enough.
Oh my God.
My wife jokes with me all the
drug
time.
scale and weigh it. Hey, Jerome Poole. There you go.
So it sounds like there's some restrictions starting to lift in some places in the States and Canada now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Our construction is going back on the 11th, all of it.
All of it in one shot.
Yeah. Eh?
All of it in one shot?
Yeah, the road construction and housing.
And okay. What about big commercial stuff?
I didn't say anything about that yet.
Yeah.
We still have people building houses and doing stuff here. So they've been doing that all along, and I don't know how they've managed it. But I think to ask governors and presidents and all that, should they go back to work when it's actually affecting the money they get in to run the state is kind of a conflict of interest, right? Because they know they need that, and yet sending us back before we're on the downhill slope of the curve, not always a smart idea. But there you go.
Exactly.
I will stop being political, but Roger did it once, so I get to do it.
Well, it's good to see that they're going to start to open up things as long as everybody does it in a responsible, respectful way and it doesn't create worse issues. And that's great because we do got to get things started again.
Yeah,
be
but,
safe and
but
healthy at the same
that's
time.
expecting people to be respectful.
Responsible. Yep.
I don't know.
Well, it's a lot to ask because a lot of people can't even, pardon the way, wipe their own bum, let alone, you know.
They opened up the elementary schools and the kindergartens.
Really? Not here. Doug Ford said not a chance.
Yeah.
He's not willing to risk it.
I mean, either I wouldn't risk it, but yeah, but you're not obliged to bring your kids to school. They said it's only on voluntary.
Oh,
They're not going to
okay.
be graded. That's where people is going to work and they got to put their kids somewhere. That's what's happening.
Yeah. The day, in other words, it's really school, but it's really daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the high schools, colleges, universities, everything else is closed for the rest of the year.
Because look at it this way, high school kids can usually, though I don't recommend this, can be on their own without any supervision. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I've seen too many teenagers, but the elementary and the younger can't. So they're going to open that school for them.
Kegger.
I don't know. But here they aren't. As far as I know, they aren't opening. They just going to keep everything closed up till next year. But you know whose kids are going to be in those schools are the people that absolutely have to work, have to go out.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a choice regardless of their age or their health.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice. Some of us have to get back to work. It's just not a good, none of this is good. None of this is
I have to get back to work, but I'm not going to go back to work. I'm going to take the whole summer off and watch my kids so that way my ex can work. And I have enough in the bank that I can last till September, and it works best for everybody. The kids will be in the bush all summer, having fun swimming and all the fun stuff. So.
Rick, is that part of your planned settlement with the ex since she didn't get what she wanted?
Pretty much, Paul. Pretty much. No,
yeah,
we
I
actually.
think I was going to have to go so soon, but my money's going out just a little bit faster than what I see. Bills still have to be paid. I'm like, I thought we were waiving all bills.
Well,
I called them. I said, aren't we waiving bills?
Yeah.
No. I was like, damn it.
No.
Well, the only thing that bothers me is the biggest thing that irks me is credit card companies, right? So here are, and I'm trying to keep this real brief because I don't want to get political, but you know, everybody, all these politicians are making these big, you know, oh, the Bank of Canada is going to do this and blah, blah, blah. We're going to do that. Okay, cool. But you don't hear much from credit card companies dropping their interest rates. You have to actually call them and say, hey, we're struggling a little here. Can you help us out? But they're not coming out and throwing this big statement saying, hey, we're here to help you. If you're having financial difficulty, contact us, right?
Right.
You sort of have to dig for it, press for it. And I think some are pretty good, but for the most part, you know, it's crazy. It's like the bottom line at the end of the day, as long as they're making their money.
Our electric company and our gas company said they're going to send you notices, they're going to do all that, but they won't shut it off, right? But here's my worry. You don't pay it because you can't pay it. Month after month after month adds up. And somehow, what are we going to be rich in 3 months? You know, that's even the same thing with mortgage. In our state, they didn't say mortgages on hiatus. They'll put it at the end of your bill or anything like that. You can wait most places can wait 3 months, but at the end of 3 months, are you going to come up with 3 mortgage payments? So you got to figure out a way to keep that so that you don't go completely under at the end, because that's when it's going to get tough. It's not as tough right now, as tough as it's going to be. So you got to be careful. So Lynn said beg for it. What are we begging, Lynn? The late fees filled up. Yeah. So you got to figure it out. And I'm sitting there going, yeah.
He says, I don't understand at all. I still get shut off notices. I thought we had 3 months.
Yeah, call them and they'll tell you they're not shutting off. They're just making sure you realize that you still have a bill. I think that's what they'll tell you, Eric. But
this is for Carpenter Rick here. Just a quick, if you're getting yourself the Mavic Mini, you got the Flymore kit. Now with the new software upgrades, right? they've opened up the camera settings more.
I've seen that.
So
Right.
so now if you want to get like a really good picture, you know, if you have it like at an ISO setting of 100 and you're trying to get the right frame rates and you're just trying to get the best possible picture, I put a link in there. You can get filters now, which will actually work with the Mavic Mini camera, right?
Nice.
Because before people were selling filters, but you didn't have that range of adjustment on the Mini in the software that you do today, because DJI obviously did that, right? So in preparation, because it's also going to support the Mavic Air 2 now, right? The Fly app. It's the same app that's going to be used for the Mavic Air 2. So DJI had to kind of bring up the game on the software. Doing so, they unlocked a lot more camera control in the Mini. So the other link I put in there is just a link to some filters, and there's others out there. I've had experience like Polar Pro filters I use on my big Mavic 2 because they're good. Yeah, they're expensive and it hurts the pocket a little, but they're good quality filters.
Yeah.
These here that I found and I put the link on, I've talked to a few other Canadian YouTubers and a few folks in the States, and it's a good value. Like it's not the cheapest, it's not the most expensive, but it's kind of in between. So yeah, you just kind of find it works. Yeah, yeah. And it when you get like if you have a really bright day and you want to do some shooting, leaving it automatic, it's okay. It works most of the time. But if you really want to get some really nice shots and you learn how to use the filter and then adjust it a little bit manually, you'll get some amazing shots. Yeah.
Right.
Or just have fun and fly around.
Well, it's mostly just to film for work stuff and be able to, because I haven't put a YouTube drone video out in 2 or 3 years because I haven't had a camera drone because I've just been flying the FPV. But it's for the price, the bang for my dollar, I couldn't say no. And not that the Mavic 2 Air wasn't desirable, just for the Canadian Fly More combo, it's not worth it in my eyes. It's just not. I literally bought a farm tractor for the same money. You know.
Yeah.
So how
it's still not cheap. Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah, our exchange rate is it's hurting us, and that's what's pumping up the price, right? So yeah.
Hey David, were you able to get out and fly yesterday? You were talking about it.
Oh, that was last week. I haven't been able to get out this week because of the weather.
Yeah.
It's windy again and it's been wet. Till today, I'm just looking at the camera. It's dry at the moment, but it's a little windy, and as I say, it has been wet. So I've not been this week yet.
And you're flying the Spark?
Just a Spark, yeah. Does everything I want it to do.
Hey, Andrew.
I'd like more flying time out of the batteries, but it is what it is. It works. It would be nice.
Well, I just ordered a new battery for my Spark, and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
No.
So you have a Spark, and you're going to have a Mavic Mini.
I got the Spark for free though, Val. I found it on top of our building broken, and we fixed it 2 years ago. So I've been just using it. Right.
Nice.
So
yeah, we don't have Sparks growing on the top of our buildings.
Here neither.
Unfortunately, the students at the University of Waterloo don't pay attention to rules or how to fly their drones, and they continue to smash them into the buildings, right? So
students don't follow the rules.
We found a total of 3 on that build, but only 1 was actually a DJI product. The other 2 were FPV drones, and they were just disintegrated.
Oh, so what is different about those 2 that made you, besides battery, that made you want to get the Mavic Mini?
Nothing more than battery flight time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it right there, and no registration.
Yeah, and it's got a better camera.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
The government gets a lot of money out of me every week I work. They don't deserve another dime out of me, and they're not getting any more out of me. That's it. And I'm not registering drones. I'm not taking tests. I've been flying for 32 years, and I'm just not changing my ways. Hi, buddy. Say hi.
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 You gonna be
But yeah, we
swimming
just-
this summer in lakes and streams?
In Grandma's pool. Yeah. You gonna go swimming again this summer?
Yeah.
He says, yeah. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
other one.
Oh, here
Oh.
she comes.
You gonna go
Double
swimming this
trouble.
summer?
Yeah, I'm just swimming with my mom, my bathing suit on.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Tablet.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
Hey,
quite the
Carpenter Rick,
pepperoni.
did you ever decide on or getting closer to making a decision on a computer for editing your videos? You were talking about that a while ago.
So I actually have a guy in Waterloo, and you might know where I'm about to stay, and he's gonna build one for me. He's actually right beside the old
Wow.
Blackberry buildings in behind the
Oh,
Petro
okay.
Canada. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's what he does. So a buddy of mine had got him to build one, so I went and gave him a lot more than I was gonna spend.
Ooh.
And yeah, he's gonna build me something pretty nice. It's about triple of what I was gonna spend.
David V. Roger.
Ouch.
yeah, you can't read the chat, Carpenter Rick. Eh? You can't
No,
read. Okay. Pusa just said, wow. I just read that 76.2% of women married or with a drone guys claim having to hold props in their hands and feet to arouse their mate.
That's
Oh,
why I
geez.
said if you really want like to date a FPV, or you just have to walk up and go.
Or better yet, instead of tassels, you can put propellers.
Yeah.
Rich, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
It's all about the drone.
And the tagline can be, "Do you want to go for a for a spin, baby?"
the problem is you'd never be able to date them when it's sunny. They'd always only get dates on rainy days, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, the weather is bad enough usually in Canada many days of the year. So it's not just a sunny day.
True enough, Val.
Yeah,
I guess in that case there'd be more dates than flying.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's what I hear.
That's what I live.
You know, kind of going along with this theme a little bit here. I just had this weird thought. I wonder if we're going to see a baby boom after this.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
we will.
Absolutely.
That's hell for sure. Hell yeah. Yeah.
I get to tell my old joke again. In 13 years or 13 years, 9 months, those babies will be in their quarantines.
Ooh.
And the what? What did I miss?
Any baby
Have to say it
born
again.
because of the virus and the lockdown in 13 years, 9 months will be in their quarantines.
Oh God. Oh, God. Okay, I get it. Took me a minute. Took me a minute.
It doesn't work quite so well when you have to explain it.
I know. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry.
Read what Andrew just wrote down again, guys. Who wants to read it out for Carpenter Rick?
Don't encourage salty.
Are you? Who's going to read it for Carpenter Rick, guys?
What's that?
Somebody's got to read that chat for me.
Yeah.
It says,
Which one is it?
it
Good
says,
morning, Kim. Cheers, buddy.
no. It says, Roger, just read that 99.7% of women married or with an FPV guy claim to love the FPV motor more than their mate.
True story.
Yeah, I can believe
Well,
it.
It's the only thing that continuously keeps them spinning.
Well, at the end of the day, I always love myself the most, and that's why I'm single.
That's it.
And I'm okay
It's
with
just
that.
easier. It's just easier to be single.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God.
But I do miss the old coffee delivery thing.
Yeah.
Andrew's got that going.
I had to make my own today. And my roommate, I told him you get discount on how much you pay by how much coffee I get.
Discount
Every
by the cup.
coffee. Yes, he gets 50 cents off.
Hey, Phantom Flight 101. How you
I
doing,
think it's
Herman?
worth it. Hey, Fanta. Hey, Herman. Oh, my
Herman,
God.
good morning.
But then I'm
Almost
kind of a
afternoon, I guess.
princess, and that's why this happens.
Yeah, it is almost, isn't it? I'm getting hungry. I made that tortilla soup and I can smell it, but I can't eat it for 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Oh boy.
So you don't believe in cooking on high for 10 minutes and burning everything and just scooping out the middle?
I'm a slow cooker kind of guy.
There's a proper way to make things vintage. You can't push the
Not
process.
rock it.
No vintage in this recipe, trust me.
There is when you eat it on the 33rd day.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well,
you
at
gotta
that
be
point, it's
careful,
penicillin, Paul, not a meal.
Well, there you go. It
When
has a
Paul
dual.
starts taking out shrimp from his house and serving you, you know it's time for you to go home. The visit is over.
Well,
Ben loves my cooking.
it's a bad way to think of it, but I love eating those water bugs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those little shrimpy water bugs, those are awesome. The little crayfish ones too. Mm.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, I could have a few of
Crayfish
them.
are a big deal. People like, they call them crawdads or something like that.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
just bite this up and it in. And I'm so glad I'm allergic to those shellfish now, because I don't ever have to look at something and go, and how do I eat this? And then a
They
woman
just
next
taste
to
like-
and another table said, "Oh, darling, that's what you do."
Well, yeah, but
And then I was just like, "Oh, no, no."
Val is addicted to escargot, though.
Okay,
It's like
that's
digging out them
different,
little
because
snails.
that has lots of butter. All you taste is the butter and the garlic. And I love
That's
that.
the same way, Val. That's the same way you do the water bugs with garlic and butter. And that's
Yeah.
all it is. Yeah.
Except for you're supposed to suck them out, and I don't like that.
We're not going there.
You see what Pusa wrote?
Yep.
What
No
do you
need
write?
to worry, Lynn. Just bought she just brought me coffee.
Nah.
Ksenia is a doll baby. And so she's coming here to the States, and I'm getting a room ready for her. And I shall have coffee. Yes.
See, the thing is, nobody's asked if she has a sister. Right? Has anybody
Yeah,
asked?
but normally when you get a
Andrew if
normal,
his wife has a
normal
sister?
woman, the sister is crazy. So you got to be careful.
Val has a sister, you know.
Val, do you have a sister?
Yes, she does.
I have a very sweet normal sister. And then
There you go. So
I have another one.
Val's the other one.
You got to watch what you ask for, my dears.
That's
I am a doll baby too, Val. No, you aren't, Andrew.
There you go.
Now, if I learn how to make my coffee, then it could change my opinion. Just saying. I must be treated as a princess. Just saying.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you, Andrew.
That was kind of dull for you, Roger. What
I
happened?
know. I just feel it.
I don't know. That's just yeah.
Well, you got the cable downs. That's what you got.
She is a one-off only child.
No sister.
Greg,
for you,
she's a
Rick.
one. She's a only.
Well, Andrew's got the ace in the hole then.
Yeah.
He does with Ksenia. They are all crazy. Phantom.
Now the truth comes out. I agree. Sorry, Val.
Oh, you're getting the look now.
I know. I could feel it even though I can't see her.
You know, I called Paul yesterday, and flipping, I've been learning metars. If anyone knows anything about those metars, God, that's a mess. And I called him and I said, they have these numbers and it's about wind, and it says wind direction. I have no idea how you know from 070 what the wind direction is. Am I just supposed to pull that out of the air?
From what? 070?
Yeah.
METARs.
So 0 degrees is
She
north.
didn't understand what
right?
the three numbers meant.
East is 90. So just back up 20 degrees.
Okay, nowhere in my learning has they ever said, okay, here you go. Bam,
A
Valerie.
compass.
It's like a compass. Nobody said that. How am I
Okay.
supposed to get 7-0?
So
Like
you're
they're
studying
pulling
without
numbers
having
and
taken a course?
adding them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Paul
She
told me.
studied it, and one of her questions wanted to know if it was the wind was coming out of 070, what direction was it?
Northeast.
Yeah, and she
Shut
said,
up, you.
and she goes,
Sorry. You're not
Is that
supposed to know the answer, Hugh.
is that 170 miles an hour? I said, no. It's-
No.
Yeah. So Paul explained compass, and I go, okay. So 70, if it's each 10, would be like down here. And he's like, no. So he said it's like a compass. I have no idea what compass does.
Okay.
So he had to explain it to me. I'd be so lost. That's why I say, if I get lost in the woods, I'm the one running out with my clothes torn off, going, aha! That would
Don't
be
you
me.
have like a book, Val, with study material?
No, and he never
Oh.
said anything. He just does videos. He never said
Oh.
that this is compass.
Yeah, you need some study materials, all you need. Because all that stuff is like, there's probably about 50 pages worth of facts, and the rest is just regs and, things like that.
Right. And
told her to get a sectional chart would help her understand.
No.
I tried to, they didn't.
No, but I mean, as far as getting an idea of what they're talking about, you still need it explained. But these
That's
are
the
all
most confusing thing ever.
compass.
Yeah, they've got compass roses on them, but a sectional chart, honestly, I think for studying is a horrific.
Well, what
device.
I use my sectional chart for is on the back, which
Yes.
has great information.
Yes, that is.
Right. And I think
Actually, you could take a picture of that and just send it to Val, and she'd have a lot of information.
It's a good cheat sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
even when I've hiked, right, and done topo maps, it seemed easy to figure them out. Yet I didn't understand, like, how does the compass actually work? It just
Yeah, but
never-
don't let her kid you, okay? She took that test, a section of the test, and she got an 80%.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Yeah.
And so here she is, she's worried about the other 20%. I said, no, you passed.
No, yeah, but if those 20% add up. And I figure if it says something like that, I should probably know. What if they ask 3 questions on the compass thing?
Yeah.
So all the other stuff made sense. Zulu time, all that stuff makes sense. In fact, part of it was because Centroid did a whole program where he went over METARs and how to read them. I think you were on it with him that time, Paul. So
Yeah.
that was like 8 months ago, and it stuck in my head a little bit. So when they went over it, it all made sense to me. And I was able to go, okay, this is broken sky, this is this is that. That didn't seem to bother me, except for damn compass. They should say this is a compass reading. They didn't say that anywhere. Then I could have gone on Google and looked up compass. Because I'm good at searching stuff out, but oh well. Are you leaving?
Sorry, I have to dash for safety. Okay, Ken and Joe Pilot, you take care. Thank you for being here this morning.
Cheers, Rich.
Bye, Rich.
Bye, Rich.
See you, Rich.
Well, you can always call, if you want to know anything about that, you could always call Lynn too. She was a pilot.
Well, and here's the funny thing. So was my dad. It never occurred to me until after I talked to you. I thought, if only I knew a pilot. And then I'm like, my dad was a pilot. And then I was like, oh my God. So I
Paul's a
think-
107 certified pilot. He knows all this stuff.
Who?
Paul, the guy on the panel.
That's why she called me.
Oh, she did call you. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because that was just the one part of the METAR I didn't get. I knew it was about wind. I knew that. right, but I did not. I got all the other METAR questions right. But that was the one that stuck me.
Hey, Desmond, show you.
It's, you know.
That's a mighty big pair of donders on you, lad.
It's Andrew just sent a $2 donation. Says, "Hey, Desmond, show us your daunters." Super chat.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew's probably going crazy because he can't whip those little ditties on the screen like he normally does. He feels kind of left out being just in the chat. But I don't know why he just doesn't come on here.
Maybe you scared him with your talking vintage beat.
What's going on at 1 o'clock? So.
Oh, look how cute that is.
Well, he's got 20 minutes. He can come on.
Oh, that's such a cute baby. Hi, Tom.
He's a good boy.
Yes, he does.
Daddy?
Looks like a good boy.
Yes, you have a drink.
Oh my gosh.
Do that. I pet the dog, and then the other boy gets jealous.
That's right. That's right. You never win. You never win. Oh, I hopped up on Lysol and Clorox.
Andrew, did you eat them or inject them? How did you choose to take them?
You'll swallow him.
He used it as a combination enema.
It's like the Tide Pod.
Jesus.
Oh.
No. Paul, back to Amazon.
Yeah. It was much better at that point.
Oh my God. Oh, this has been a crazy time.
Yeah, Roxy, Kim's gonna do your bed. Don't worry about it.
Did you guys hear we lost a Canadian military helicopter in Greece?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we did.
No,
Really?
not that.
Friggin' hard couple of weeks, hasn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
How did they lose it?
They didn't say how many people passed away in it, but one this morning said one person passed away in the crash.
There were 6 bodies, but they only found 1.
Okay.
So you can assume 6 dead. Yeah.
The problem is, Val, it was a helicopter that tried to be a submarine.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
A floating helicopter. Eh? They say it was good on very smooth surfaces, but I can imagine just like my Mavic Air, you hit a little bit of a ripple and
That's it.
flip her over and you're done.
Yeah, I never did
I'm
like
sorry to
flying
hear that.
helicopters.
You know, it is sad, but the reality is everybody that's in the Army has already decided that they're willing to give their life for our freedoms, right? So that's why we got to all respect everybody that's been there, has done that, and show them that respect when we get the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And
It feels
that
like such a waste
helicopter, I
of
think they
time.
had problems technically with it.
Poor boys.
Yeah.
They had problems technically with it, Roger.
I don't know. They didn't specify yesterday there.
Right.
They didn't specify about it, but
Do you know what type of helicopter it was?
Cyclone.
Yeah, it was a Cyclone.
It's a new one. They just commissioned in January.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's,
Well, hopefully it wasn't a lack of training.
God
One
knows.
body recovered, 5 missing. Okay.
Yeah, it was. And the one New Brunswick lady, I believe, she was either New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. They confirmed that she's passed away.
oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. I hope it wasn't lack of training, though. You wonder.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Well, they were in a training exercise.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Well, that's too bad. That's really too bad.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be closing down for the day.
All right, bud.
Yeah, and everybody don't forget 1 o'clock. You got Pusa Studios gonna be on. And tonight's what, Wednesday? Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, so I don't know who else is on tonight there. So
The only person I know is Night Train for Whistle Stop.
okay,
That's
Night Train.
FPV related.
Yeah. Okay, everybody in the chat, take care. Y'all be safe. Thank you all for being here. Bye for
Cheers,
now.
guys.
See you guys.
See you, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
Bye, everybody. Take care.